Are we running a little late on getting things up live, or having some issues?
I'm on YouTube and Twitch.
All right, I just refreshed. I'm on Rumble, and
I'm on Rumble too.
And YouTube. I think we're up there.
Yep, yeah, we're on YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna worry about it now. So might as well start the show. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge show. Thursday, March 21st, 2024. I'd like to address something real quick without everybody being a bunch of little bitches and being, like having an attitude about it. It's just an observation that I made that I'd like to correct as the boss around here. Sometimes I have to wear that hat. Most of the times I don't. Well, I don't know. I whatever. But if Anna and Seth are going to be part of the 5:30 meetings, then you just can't walk out unless you excuse yourself, because we're having a meeting. And so we have me, Lummy, Rhett, and Macho Man for however long have a meeting kind of about the show at 5:30, from collecting from trying to find out what the clickbait title's going to be, Lummy, to, you had some, Jeff from Generac got us
Generator Super Center.
The Generator Super Center. Let's get some information on that.
Yep.
To Rhett's mom's that just got her septic tank pumped out, and the guys from Brandon Septic actually were talking to Rhett's mom about they listened to the show, like the modern day show. And just it's where we hash out different things we're doing and talk about the show. Well, I invited Anna and Seth to be part of that process so that we could completely be transparent. Like, everything that we got going on and that we discuss as far as this show, you know about. If you would attend this meeting, you know about, and you have input. I go to everybody to ask if they have some input. If you don't like what I say back, or I disagree with you, don't go rushing out of the room because you didn't get your way and leave. You can't leave the meeting unless you have to go to the bathroom, or you not excuse you don't have to ask permission, but just say, hey, listen, I got to step out for a second to go to the bathroom. So why did Seth and Anna leave? Why did you guys leave the meeting today?
To go to the bathroom and make coffee.
Okay, well, can you tell me that then? Instead of just, we had like 10 minutes left and you just left.
It was 5:52. The conversation had kind of dwindled and you were just speaking directly to Lummy. So,
all right, so at that point,
I apologize.
Can you just let me know that you're no longer in here?
Yes,
because
sir.
I took it as a form of whatever.
Oh, I did not mean for you to take it as a form of disrespect or
And then
anything
how
like
about
that.
you, Seth? You just blasted out of here real fast.
I did. I thought it was over as well.
The meeting.
Yes.
Well, could you just politely say, hey, Sponjo, I'm going to go out and chuck some clouds, or whatever you would do outside?
Yeah, no problem.
Instead of just leaving, after what you thought. When you think the meeting's done, just ask me, are we done here? Because I'm going to, go out and chuck some clouds, or pee in the bushes, or make my coffee, or something like that. And then the other thing that I would like to no longer, I would like for employees to no longer start with the following phrase. A few people on chat. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that at all. Now, if you get your data that you're giving to me from somebody on chat, then just keep it to yourself. But don't denote what you're getting ready to tell me is chat derived, please.
There's viable people in chat though, Bubba. It's not trolls. It's people that listen every day.
That's why you can consume that person's valid information and tell it to me. There's actually more. There's a more volume of great people in chat that can help mold and give us ideas and suggestions of the show. Maybe even like 80-20, good to bad. Like, as far as there's so many, that's where all of our huge whales are. That's where the largest donors are. That, let's just be honest, that's our living, are the fine people of chat. But there are, all of us would agree that there's a statistic, there's a fractional amount of people on chat that are mean-spirited, that are trolls, and might not necessarily be giving us the information, or might be bitching just to get some attention, or to thwart the show, if you will.
Eric Gill, 40 on the Cash App.
So when you get a good suggestion from chat, just take it as in the back of your hopper and give it to me as a good suggestion. Just, I don't want to hear, and unless it would come from a good person. Like if it was Iggy or somebody like that. Anyway, Seth, I struggle with chat as much as you do. So when you position something that you got it from chat, I'm like, I'm automatically a little bit, a little bit, not in a bad, I'm just a little bit suspect.
That's fine. You could also look at it another way and go, I spent all day trying to think of how to make something better, whether it was a good idea or not. That was something that I wanted to bring to the table today.
Yeah, and everybody. And so I'm going to be quite honest with you. Macho Man kind of was crapping on the Cash Cube and wants to make the.
He wants to make it. He just wants to make it better.
I think he wants to ravify it.
I understand that, but I was just getting hit with all types of. The Cash Cube is something that I'm very passionate about. Listen, it's not the Daily Square. It's not pyloning. It's not anything. It's something that could be really good for us.
Dan just texted me. It's the Diaco Law $10,000 Cash Cube. We have to reference it correctly.
It is.
Oh, I forgot to tell
Correct.
you in the meeting. I got another sponsor for it too.
Well, no, whoa.
Bubba will approve it. Sorry.
Bubba will approve it. What
I'll
about the
text it to you.
Diacos? They're the ones that have.
Well, they want to do it, Bubba. Sorry.
Well, man, the Diacos may not want to. I kind of forced them into it.
They're looking for a way out.
Well, I mean,
they're the ones actively looking for other sponsors.
I'll ask them. Hey, listen, we got a sponsor. If you guys want to co-sponsor, we'll do it. It could be the Gus Tractors / Diaco Law 10,000. I mean, let me, it can be two.
Yeah,
Rolls right off your tongue.
I sent you who it is.
Okay.
I think you'll understand it.
I'll have to look at it later.
Okay.
So, and by the way, as much as you think I just pulled out Gus Tractors out of my ass, oddly enough, I got a new endorsement out of Fort Walton Beach, and it is Gus's Tractors.
Nice.
And he's the Mahindra dealer, and Mahindra makes good tractors. That's the tractor company, Lummy, that sponsors Tony Stewart's teams, Mahindra. So Gus's Tractors, I don't know necessarily if they're in Fort Walton Beach or they're in Valparaiso.
It's Big Gus Tractor and Equipment in Esther, Florida.
There you go. Big Gus Tractor and Equipment. I think they're going to send me down some copy later this week, and I think we start on Monday. Big Gus, what is it called?
Big Gus Tractor and Equipment in Mary Esther, Florida.
There you go.
Right outside of Fort Walton.
Big Gus is slinging Mahindras. Thank you. So, Lummy, I can't wait till we go into words. Well, maybe I should click right now, and I could look at what the potential other sponsor is for at this point, it's the Diaco Law $10,000 Cash Cube.
It's the J.G. Wentworth Cash Cube.
You've been watching too much Curb. You've been watching
877 cash now.
How about when Larry David finally thinks he's ready to bitch? He finally thinks he's got her, right? And she's pulling out a driveway, and before he gets in his car, he puts the J.G. Wentworth high spot over.
It's great.
It is. Now, was there a new one on Monday?
Sunday. Yeah. Well, yeah. Sunday nights.
I got to get. I'm up to. I saw Gettysburg Address.
Yeah.
Upon Seth's suggestion, and God, it was so funny. But what's the new one?
I'm just trying to remember.
It's one with Vince Vaughn's in it.
Yeah.
It was to me. It was one of the better ones.
The one. It's a funny one. Yeah. So the random guy from the club ends up having a stroke, and Larry gets caught in a group text that he doesn't want to be a part. It's
his family.
With the guy's family.
Isn't it not just absolutely amazing some of the things that Larry gets himself involved in? Just rolling through Hollywood or Beverly Hills or wherever, he just gets himself organically into all kinds of stuff, does he not?
Yeah, and it's like stuff, it's so great because it's observational stuff that everybody hates in life. Nobody likes being a part of a group text that they don't want to be a part of. But but his experience in it and how he handles it is how everybody feels.
Now, do you think, asking both of you guys, by the way, Seth and Babyface are the only two I think that are Curb
Enthusiasts.
Do you call Curb? Are you a Kirby?
Yeah, just Curb.
Okay.
You watch Curb?
Yeah. So anyway, I think they're the only ones in Curb are up to speed on Curb. And do you think that Curb ends with the big trial in Atlanta? Do you think that's where?
He's gonna get sentenced too. Like he's gonna get like a huge sentence, I think.
Do you think that's where they're headed?
Yeah.
Because oddly enough, he took a couple years off Seinfeld, and he did come back for the finale. Larry David
But
did.
they all ended up in jail in the finale.
I understand that, but I'm saying you can see that this might be finale feeling because I mean hold on. We will agree that he's facing jail time, is he not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the last episode on the most famous sitcom in the history of the world that he was a co-creator of, that cliffhanger ended up with all the characters in jail.
Yeah.
So one would say that, maybe the guy that was the co-creator of the largest sitcom in the world, and that big last episode was a big jail high spot. Now the guy that was, the guy that has a show based on his life is now potentially facing that. Can you see or do you think that would be a little campy and Zookeeper for him to end it with him being in jail?
Well, I think it's a funny callback, and people weren't necessarily thrilled with that ending, and so,
No, people hated the Seinfeld ending.
So it's a fun.
And the Sopranos ending. They hated the Sopranos ending too, didn't they?
They hated Game of Thrones. People hate everything.
Yeah, people hate the ending of things.
Did people-
Breaking Bad was pretty good, but
was Ozark.
Ozark was a pretty good ending, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, is it Ruthie?
I think it's easier to
Yeah, that's
end
right.
it.
Ruthie went out.
Takes a lick.
Ruthie went out like Ruthie.
Sorry, spoiler alert.
No,
but it's been
yeah,
out for like 2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Ruthie went out the way Ruthie would go out, right?
Yep.
Like, it was
Yeah.
definitely on Ruthie brand.
Yeah.
Ruthie did not. She was the baddest bitch ever. Like if I had a business, Brian, I'd want Ruthie running it.
Yeah.
I mean, I get clipped a little bit here and there, man, but she's loyal.
I don't know. Shiz about F. She was great.
Yeah. How about when the stripper goes, "Do you want me to clean that pole?" Well, that goddamn pole ain't gonna clean itself now, is it, you dumb bitch?
Yeah.
She's like a female version of Sumo. So, how many episodes on Curb are there going to be this year?
I think it's only 10. We have probably 2 left.
Are you serious?
Yeah, or 3 left, something like that.
I think maybe 3 or 4. Sometimes they do 11 or 12, but yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, if he ended his show in jail, because it is also a theme throughout Curb where people bring up the finale of Seinfeld sucked, and he's always asked why that's the case. So I don't know, man. I just think that's a big FU to everybody, which is how he probably wants to go out. But either way, this is the best season that I've seen so far.
Plus Larry as a character is far more narcissistic. And than what Jerry Seinfeld was. Jerry Seinfeld was that real nice guy. Larry doesn't give a crap. I mean, Larry could care less what you think about him. He'll say whatever. He'll say what the guy that he'll say the unpopular opinion. So I see maybe going opposite of Seinfeld, where Larry wins this big. He wins and he has a double tall man to the court. Or something like maybe going completely opposite of what people would think the Seinfeld episode would be.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let me ask you a question, everybody. So we all drink bottled water. I don't know any of us that go to the tap and turn the water on and drink it. I just no matter how affluent or non-affluent you are, for the most part, people drink bottled water, I think, and Seth is very much in on this, and I think maybe I'm becoming a little bit of an F boy like Seth because I historically like DeSanti or DeSant. Is it DeSanti?
Dasani.
Do?
Just put a crazy straw in the toilet, man, and drink.
Jeez Louise.
All right, so I like DeSanti. I like.
Do you like Aquafina too?
Yeah,
Oh.
Arguably
God.
worse.
Listen, I really don't have a special taste for. So let me just tell you what's bugging me. So I don't have necessarily a special. I like Zephyr Hills.
That's great.
I do like Zephyr Hills. I mean, I pretty much like all bottled water, unless it's fizzed
You
up.
like Great
or,
Value?
Sure.
It's better than Dasani.
Yeah.
It is.
But here's what pisses me off. For years, Dasani always had the little bit, a little thicker cap than this. Do you notice how some of these companies now are going to the real cheap little cap?
Yes, because it's the green, it's being green.
Yeah, it's a thinner plastic. It's smaller plastic.
But that really pisses me off.
Because you can't reseal it,
Well,
right?
Well, you can, but it feels real
Jangly.
Yes, it's not as
Flimsy.
thick. It's not as thick and as industrial as that cap that's about maybe 1/8 of an inch, a little bit longer, and it just is a little bit beefier. Well, I mean, you drink Core, and they got the beefiest cap known to man.
You can drink out of it. You drink out of the cap, you pour the cup. Like if you get caught in the desert, like boom, right here, I can pour it in.
I mean, the bottle cost of Core in itself is probably why Core is so.
Let's not get into the details of the water because it's a hot button issue at home, and
Nikki P out $100 cash out.
Thank you. Send me something. Your hot wife. Somebody send me, even if it's $1 on the Venmo, Lummy. Almost every day I got to check to see if the Venmo's open.
I know.
They still won't get back to me. They still, literally, I'll get on. They refuse to get back to me. They won't return my emails. When I get on the Venmo chat AI deal, and it's supposedly sending me to a real person, which I've now completed 3 times, the conversation has always ended with, we'll be, the department that's in charge of your situation will be emailing you, and they recite your email, within the next 24 hours. I've gone through that 3 times, no resolve. And then sometimes they'll lock it up where we can't get money, and other times they'll leave it open, but we cannot withdraw the money. Now, I don't have a problem with that. In fact, I almost kind of like it. Like if you just everybody start going hard in the paint on Venmo, it's money that I can't get, and it means I got to really, really, really run this place efficiently to be able to cover the bills because I'm not getting my Venmo money. But Lummy, once we finally do get our Venmo money,
woo! It'll be you'll be ordering cars and parts and everything.
No. I would not.
Yeah.
Shadow Panda 1, 1100 bits.
PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all at the Bubba Army. We're seeing. You know what? Let me duck. Duck here sent me $1.
Oh, thank you.
So on Venmo. So yes, Venmo is working. Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, all at the Bubba Army. And Lummy, it looks. Oh, there you go. Who are the group of people that always throws down a little money
My
because
girls.
it's baby? Because it's
Hall of Famers.
Scout and Big Gulp.
Scout and Big Gulp. 25 on the PayPal. For specifically denoting Babyface Thursday.
Love you, girls.
So anyway,
That's my favorite part of the donations when he says that.
love you, girls.
Yeah.
Now, is it the government that's coming down on these water bottle manufacturers saying that, okay, that extra...
Greta Thunberg.
How dare you,
Shut
Dashanti.
up, you little kid.
Shut up, you little bitch. I got in trouble for that.
You think
So
you
like,
did?
or like, Brian, is this them are they being pressured to do this, or is this as them as a company being able to pound their chest saying, we now, because we're making our caps, 30% smaller, are saving that much plastic that's going back into the ocean, and now we get, what's that score you get as the environmental score?
The green score. But I think it's they're doing it 2 ways. One, they get to the PR of we're using less plastic. The other thing is it saves them money because now they realize people want that, and they weren't doing it because of exactly what you said. It's harder to resale. You can't. You can
strip it.
You can strip it, and it just turns around.
Look, you got one of those thicker cap. You can't strip Seth's 4-inch
Core bottle.
Core bottle. You could use those.
It's like the tank of water bottles, but it's the only
like
manly thing I do.
It's like the decorative version of water botters.
T-shirt Will 25 on the Cash App.
It's the Louis Vuitton of water bottles. It really is.
My wife and I have a water habit. We have a 1 liter bottle of Evian every night at our bedstand, and that's what we drink.
Jesus.
Every night.
Their goal, it's Coca-Cola's goal to get the whole bottle to be a recyclable 100% recyclable bottle.
Well, it looks like it is. I mean, what's not recyclable about this flimsy ass little bottle here?
Wait,
The cap is 100%, but it looks like the bottle is only 70%.
They're gonna start making the labels out of fruit roll-ups so you can eat them too.
Can I
really go green?
Can I just inquire more about the Evian that's by Brian and his wife's bedside? Do you guys each have a bottle, or do you share a bottle?
No, we each have a bottle.
Each have
Now,
okay.
like, see, I'm not the kind of guy that ever wakes up and needs to. Like, I'm not.
What?
Like,
I am.
Needs water?
No.
Core bedside.
No,
Always.
I don't have any
So
water
thirsty.
anywhere.
You know,
I got
bigger
water.
people
I
have
got
water.
I
in
got
their
water
cells.
where I take. What did you
What?
say?
Nothing. He didn't say anything.
It wasn't funny.
He said bigger people have water in their cells.
Yeah.
I don't ever have to get up and a lot of people I know. I think almost all of you
Us weaklings.
do you get up at least one time on the average per night to drink some water?
Well, you're in a medicated coma, so I don't think you count. I'm just saying, like your sleep experience and mine are probably drastically different.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have Michael Jackson's doctor coming in to check on me at midnight, midnight and 2.
You don't have Dan Conrad that comes in at 4:30 and runs my pick line.
Yeah.
Lummy, are you a get up and have to drink some water guy?
No.
Yeah. I think it has to do with size. I really do. Rhett, are you I have to have a bottle of water bedside guy?
Usually, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm usually drinking water.
So you'll get up specifically because you're thirsty.
I did last night.
Right. Macho has probably a blender and a protein shake.
Well, and one of those 2-gallon bottles right by bedside.
Pure way.
By his bed, and he has to get up every 2 hours and 16 minutes and he's got the alarm set for every 2 hours and 16 minutes for him to get up and get optimal protein absorption so that his body's absorbing 300 grams of protein a day.
pH balanced.
150 of which he takes at night. Macho, are you a nightstand water guy?
I got it in the kitchen, but yeah.
Yeah.
And I always put protein in it.
Macho's
Because water by itself is useless.
Macho got some bad news yesterday from his trainer too. He's pretty broken up about it.
Hold on. What do you mean?
His trainer told him that his delts are too small.
For real?
What?
Yeah.
So, but you know what?
Sorry to hear
but
that.
hold on. What a hell of a.
The rear delts, he said the rear delts are looking flat.
Hold
my
on.
God.
But
Come on, right before my birthday too, man.
But hold on. What a real trainer
Just
where
slapped him.
he's just not telling you what you want to hear. Like, oh my God, you look great. He's actually saying, hey, Mach.
No, I appreciate it.
Like,
but
listen, you know what? I'm here to train you. And I think as a trainer, I've been failing you on your rear delts. We're going to have to start, doing a little bit more rear delt work.
Flies.
Yeah. So,
Bubba, are you sure you want him to spin Friday if he has, flat delts on the back? I think it could be a bad look.
Yeah, we can't have a camera behind him.
Listen,
Yeah.
No, just in the front.
That'd be embarrassing.
yeah, I mean, his flat delts are quite frankly, he's wearing a turtleneck.
He's DJ Flat Delts now.
It's an embarrassment. Bubba, I think it's an embarrassment
You
to
guys
the
don't
brand.
realize this is really, you don't understand, even us making fun of a little bit, it's flipping him out right now.
It's in his head.
I
I'm
was
sure.
pointing out his trainer's kind of a dick. It's his birthday. He's been doing 2-a-days over at the gym.
Happy birthday to Mach. Happy birthday to Seth yesterday.
Okay.
By the way,
Again.
It's not.
By the way, Macho Man, Maria Guatemala is making you a
Macho Man cake.
a custom Macho Man cake, and
Is he going to throw it like Steve Aoki?
I don't know if she's gonna. I don't know if she's. I mean, she says it's gonna be. It's gonna be one of those like dance cake. Like it's not just gonna be a cake. It's gonna be a theme cake. And I don't know of any better baker, amateur or professional, that can make a better themed cake. I mean, I bet you her cakes would sell for $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, did you remember the Dandiaco cake?
Yeah, all our cakes have been good.
I mean, the breast og cake. Her cake. Isn't like a custom cake from a real fancy cake maker? Aren't they like $500-600?
We priced out the same one almost. She made Walker the Minion one.
Oh yeah.
It was like $700.
Yeah. So like she's making this girl with the hottest underboob known to man can also whip up $700 custom cakes.
Can she throw in like delt implants? She's doing a
Make your
Macho
delts
cake.
extremely
So you're
big.
saying if she does
Little saline
if
injection.
she does do a back shot to maybe
Pump it up a bit.
pump up the rear delts
It's going to be
because
the
you're a little
worst
bit.
cake ever. It's going to be
Now,
protein and peanut butter.
Are you now like working your rear delts?
As we speak.
That's why I was running a little late this morning. We were going through a whole new routine.
Superset your rear
So you're
delts?
late this morning?
Yeah. I was late.
Yeah, I missed my workout
No.
this morning too.
It's like 3 days in a row, isn't it?
No, I was there yesterday.
I feel like you feel bad about yourself.
I do. It makes me feel. It does. It makes me feel really bad about myself.
well, I
Merch
worked
Crick
out
giving you a hard
twice
time?
yesterday for you. Sorry.
What's that?
I said Merch Crick giving you a hard time about missing the gym.
No, I have to pry her ass out of bed, please.
Does she like you just how you are?
Well, yeah, but I don't like. I mean, none of us like
Until
ourselves.
they start fighting.
No, we don't ever fight. There's never a
That's
fight.
good.
We never fight. Ever fight. I mean,
What's her
please.
nickname
Not
for
allowed
you?
to. Daddy.
Daddy.
Is it just daddy?
Mr. Daddy?
It's just nothing.
She's mommy, he's
Why
daddy.
can't we ask?
Master?
It's not
She's
Is it Massa?
No, it's just Bubba.
Sorry.
No, it's not.
Or,
No.
or Babe.
No, what's-
It's Babe.
What about
Babe-
Todd?
She babes you?
I think it's Babe.
What about the other?
All right, babes.
What about for her? Like, do you have a pet name for
Brick.
her?
No.
Yeah,
This
bitch.
is like, E. That's what I call her is E.
That's kind of cute.
E.
You ever call her babe?
Very rarely.
You ever say I love you?
Yeah.
Did you say no?
I said, yes, I do.
Do you ever unlock her oversized birdcage and let her free?
no.
You guys, why all these stupid questions right now?
They're not stupid. People want to know.
He's a lawyer. I'm going along with the line of questioning. I think it's important. He's a smart man.
Yeah, I think, you know what? There's no more questioning. We have no more questions for me. I'm questioned out. I think I've answered honestly and transparently all of the ones that you wanted to know. And I don't think there's anything else to talk about.
Can we call her E?
No. No, you call her Erica or the Merch Crick, okay? It's the way it is. So just deal with it, okay?
Yes, sir.
Lummy, I see that Rhett, thank you so much for putting up. I think you're going to, from time to time, put some of these up. But you put as a video on our YouTube channel yesterday, classic Bubba the Love Sponge full episode, the terrestrial morning show from 9/19/08. So this is were we on Cox? Well, we were on.
This was
on Cox and syndicated throughout some places, right?
Yeah, this is the first show from 08 that we have on Cox. So you were on the Bone. You were on oh God, what was the other station?
Oh, there's a ton of Jacksonville one.
The Jacksonville, whatever it was called.
Fort
at the time.
Myers, I think.
Yeah, Fort Myers, Jacksonville, Tampa. This is when we, because I actually was out there.
This is when Pauly Shore showed up.
Yeah, we wouldn't let Pauly Shore in the building. You told me to not let him in the gate.
So what happened there? I tried to explain the story to some people, but if I'm not mistaken, he did other interviews at other.
He went to MJ's show before.
And then after
was
that, you guys
walking
canceled
around.
and wouldn't let him in.
Yeah,
There's
he
an
went
action
to
with
MJ's
whomever I
show
talk to
before.
this
And then
He
and then after
was
that, you
walking
guys canceled
around.
and wouldn't let him in.
Yeah,
There's
he
an
went
action
to
with whomever I talk to.
And then after that, you guys canceled and wouldn't let him in.
There's an action with whomever I talk to. There's an action with whomever I talk to.
So this is when Pauly Shore showed up.
Yeah.
And
2008.
you
And I can
did it.
remember. So I can remember he was talking to Brent, and we were supposed to have him on. It sounds real echoey today, doesn't? Do I have some kind of setting on or something?
No, it was me. It should be gone now.
Oh, okay.
You sent it after we found out he was on. I think it was Clear Channel at the time.
we had him scheduled for 8:30 or something like that.
Yeah.
And one of the rules that I had when I was the big Slingin' D in Tampa was if you're a comedian or a band or anybody that was appearing at Amalie Arena or a comedy club or Ruth Eckert or whatever. I mean, we had all walks of life in there. I had Aerosmith in one time, and so the rule was that you could only do my show. You couldn't. Now you could go do a different day part. Like you could go do. If I was in the mornings then, so you just couldn't do any other morning show in the marketplace. I needed the exclusive to promote your event, or I wasn't going to promote it. You could just go ahead and do your 3 or 4 little radio stations, or you could do mine. Now in the afternoon, if you wanted to go dabble around, a couple different stations, you could. But most people just did morning drive. That's what most entertainers do is morning drive. They come into the city the night before. They got a handler, and they take them to and if you're big enough, they'll take you to radio. Is always usually the second redhead. They take you to TV first. So they'll bring you on the Fox 13 morning show, and then from there you would go to my show. Well, we had learned that Pauly Shore booked MJ at 7:30 and then was going to do us at 8:30. And Brent and Spice Boy, the people that were producing my show, they were always very, very, very transparent with that rule. Nobody could ever say that they were not, because that's one of the very first things that Brent or Spice would say. Hey, listen, Pauly, just want to let you know we got you hooked up for 8:30, but if you do any other morning shows in the Tampa area before or after us, then we don't want you. It's a cancellation. So, and almost everybody abided by that. Like we didn't have anybody for the most part.
Well, from what I understand, that was communicated to Paulie.
Right, it was.
And it was communicated to Paulie's management, but Paulie's management was the one that you guys had the issue with because they just ignored what you said.
Yeah.
Right. And so
you yelled at you yelled at me. You go, lock the gate and make sure he doesn't come in. And he was standing out there. He was like, "Hey, buddy,
hold on here.
I'm probably sure let me in."
How do they get their tickets if they've won double?
They have to.
Yeah, you
Can you
went.
imagine
You
if
went
that
on
bird
cut a promo on the management of Pauly Shore. You said this isn't a thing with Pauly Shore, but the management guy, like, I don't care what talent he has, who's going to be in town. I don't want to see that guy again.
Do you know what that time where that time span approximately is?
I don't.
It probably was close to the 8:30 hours. Probably pretty late.
Yeah,
in the
I think
show.
it was the last segment when you guys went into detail about what happened when he showed up.
Let me just play here. This is an old 98 Rock. I'm sorry, this is an old Cox. This is an old show from 2008 that's now available on our YouTube channel at the Bubba Army.
And we'll have hopefully one of these a week.
Okay, perfect. Alan from Tampa. Hi, Alan.
Hey, Bubba.
All right, so listen, go to YouTube and find it and listen to it to your heart's content. But I remember Paulie
On
Anna boobs.
Paulie comes to the building. The door's locked, of course. Knocks on the door or hits the bell. 25 or Lummy.
It was me because he was talking to me, trying to convince me to let him in. Because he's like, "Hey, buddy, I'm Paulie. I'm supposed to be here," and I'm like, "I'm not allowed to let you in." He's like,
I think
"Come
we
on, buddy."
I think we locked the gates.
Yeah, you told me go lock the gate and stand there.
We knew that we got an Iggy that he was on 98 Rock, so we just locked the gates, so you couldn't get in.
And Tom Bean was up at his little perch at the time.
And Brian, do you remember the configuration of where the gates were?
Yeah.
Okay, so the gates were in front of Tom's entrance. So if we had it gated and then we had it back by kind of your office where the pavers hit the gravel, we had a gate there too. So that whole area, you couldn't get to our front door to get in if we had the gate shut and locked. So we locked the gates. It's like almost like a big Roman Empire,
Tom was walking up the stairs, and I'm not letting Paulie in, and Paulie looks at Tom. He's like, "Hey, buddy, I want to get in," and Tom just shrugged his shoulders and walked in. Like,
So Pauly Shore's literally at the gate talking through, and we had that black, backing so that people just couldn't see in. And he's like, "Hey, buddy." So I mean, you had the interaction with him.
Yeah.
I sent my muscle lummox out there to deal with him. What did he say?
He's like, "Hey, buddy, Paulie." I'm like, "I can't let you in." He's like, "But I'm supposed to be here at 8:30. I'm like, "I can't let you in." He's like, "Come on, buddy, come on." And that's when Tom walked up. He's like, "Hey, I'm supposed to be here. Can you let me in?" And that's when Tom shrugged his shoulders and looked back at me, and he kind of like put his head down. And his manager's like, "Hey, we got a meeting. We got to get in. We got an interview, coming up. We got to get in. Got to get ready." And I'm like, "I can't let you in." And then Spice and Brent came out, and then Spice was like, "You got to leave. You got to get out. Get out of the parking lot, or we're going to call the cops."
All right, so that's what the bootleg Bubba Cox episode is. If you go to our YouTube channel, maybe I'll repost it up on Facebook here in the next couple of days, and I think we could probably repost it on X too. Could we not? I think we could probably
Potentially. It is almost 3 hours long.
No, is it that long?
Yeah, it's a full show.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought it was like an hour 45.
No, it's. I think it's like 2:47. So I don't think Twitter does video over 2 hours.
And I just want to put red over that.
Yeah, it's 2:44. You're right.
That Bart movie was really good. Why doesn't he have the strap right now? What did he do?
He had the strap.
Oh, he only had it for a day.
No, he never got the strap.
Macho did.
That's okay.
I mean, he'll get it.
Thank you, Brian.
He'll get it.
Oh, okay.
Brian had some highlights in the movie.
He sure did.
Yeah.
Fingering
First
his
5
food.
minutes.
But yeah, licking the
Licking
the
my
chicken
fingers.
wings.
Yeah.
Go. Let's not give away all the high spots.
Sorry.
Go to
That is the highest spot.
our YouTube channel and look for the 2024 BARP party and watch what we're talking about.
Do you know if? Sorry not to cut you off, but do you know if Dan ever saw his guitar deal?
I hope he did, so he can realiase how much it sucks.
Oh, I
Oh
will
my
say
God,
this.
stop.
When
It was great.
The higher quality audio and video really makes you cringe. It's
the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com and sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
looks like. It's maybe a rehash, but that's exactly what it looks like. Looks like he's raping the guitar.
Okay.
That guitar wants no part of his fingers.
What'd you say?
That guitar is
already
consenting.
away from him?
Yeah, it looks like the guitar's trying to get away from him. And he's pulling it back in forcefully to keep it close to him.
That ain't right. That ain't right.
Oh, okay, Ami. Well, we could double name it Diaco Law.
J.G. Wentworth. Cash Cube.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that?
That was a good
That
pop.
was deep as fuck.
That was a nice pop. It's the biggest pop you've ever gotten on this show.
No, hey.
Hey, oh, hey. Yeah, the Bart movie's about 48 minutes long. It's already got almost 5,000 views on YouTube. Let's get those numbers up, though. Those are rookie numbers. We want to hit 10 Gs.
So I did something yesterday I'd never done before.
Had sex? What?
I did a 2-day with jujitsu.
Morning, like at the afternoon and evening?
Yeah, so I don't do an after show yesterday on Wednesdays, so yesterday was Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
So I did a noon class, and then I did another one at 7 p.m. at a different gym.
Oh, cheating.
No, but what was funny is that it was the same teacher.
Ah.
So he was like, "What the
Why are
fuck?"
you doing here?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Good morning, Jay Gator. How you doing, buddy? Did you get your cards? Let me go out there and tell Pauly Shore to go fuck himself.
I met him briefly.
Yeah. Chilling with the Wheeze.
On a different show.
Yeah. Well, clearly he's not doing Bubba's show anymore.
Yeah.
When he does the Richard Simmons biopic and he's doing that media tour, I wonder if Bubba will get him.
He's done doing it.
Oh, it's already done?
Mm-hmm.
How old is he? Like
Good morning,
60?
Quicker Ticker. Pauly Shore's like 55, 56.
I'm gonna say 58. I think he's older than we think.
Yeah, he's gotta be, because he was in the
Right?
movies. Yeah, he's gotta be 60. Pushing 60, right?
No, why did it say 10? He's 56.
Oh, wow. So I was
Same
close.
birthday as Seth.
Wow. There you go. Awesome. Glad to hear it, Jay.
The son of Sammy Shore and Mitzi Shore.
The cruise was amazing, Stumpy. Thanks for asking. The ship was awesome. It was only at 80% capacity, so that I think helped a lot. It never felt crowded. The layout's great. Icon of the Seas is really an awesome ship. Rico is the uncle from Napoleon Dynamite. That's all I know. Morning, Iggy. I know, my thin neck. I'm such a beta bitch. Semi-autoclass Trav, what's up, man? It was Royal Nick, the icon of the seas. And Trick. Nick and Trick.
Brian, I tried to send you an Ellie De La Cruz gift multiple times yesterday and it kept getting bounced back.
Too large of a gift to share? I don't have an iPhone.
I thought you could still share gifts.
It's there's size limits to SMS text, so that's a problem with iPhones texting Androids. I'm one of the last 3 people in the world using an Android.
Why?
Why?
So I just have to get gifts for me?
Principle be different, or
I don't like
just
Apple
like
as a
it?
company. I don't like the way they treat their customers.
Jeez, I don't give a fuck how they treat anybody. I always want good
I have a
products.
fucking OnePlus. I buy the cheapest phone that works that I can get. And I'm not a phone guy.
What
I'm
a
not a big
dickhead.
photo guy. I'm not, my phone to me is a utility that I use to search the web and to get calls from clients and check my emails. That's it. I don't really use it for much else.
When you say Apple's employees, you don't mean
No, not employees. Apple, the way they treat their customers.
Which, by the way, he knows nobody that works there. You don't have any.
They're all like,
You don't know anybody that works there to be able to give you really fucking true. You just from what you're reading.
No, it's not the employees. It's the way they treat their customers.
That's fine.
They constantly change things. They
Force
send
them
updates that kill people's batteries. So the people that they know are using old phones have to buy new ones. And they're scummy.
Do you know that to be a fact?
Yes. They got sued for it and they settled. So, fuck Apple.
Fuck Apple! What's up, Jay Gator? What's up?
Sorry.
And it also now it's become a thing where everybody gives me shit about it.
The manliest alpha man that wears women's deodorant.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Today's after show will be the Lummy and Rhett recap show, and they recap various parts of the show from the week.
Wait, today?
No, that was yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's today's?
Too late, Jew.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm got my days messed up. So today's Thursday. That's great.
It's almost Friday.
Oh, it was Wednesday.
I brought the tops in, Bubba.
Oh yeah, are we doing a break today? Because Seth said yesterday we were maybe not doing a break, and then I'm like, listen. And then I called you, and you're like, we got things to do a break.
Yeah, I told Seth 2 days in a row that I got the tops, but I don't know.
Well, I
What?
between breaking to me means like that there's people that pay to get the cards and all that stuff. So and then I just figured we were just opening up a box today.
That's
but it's
all
just,
we're doing.
Yeah.
We
maybe
haven't sold spots to the tops.
That's just where that's
giant
just
box.
Yeah, that's
So
just
here-
where it's just,
so today
okay.
we're opening some stuff.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. See, I think a lot of the issue I have with this card situation is that you two understand the terminology of it, and I don't.
Apparently I don't,
Break-in-
because
well, hold
I
on.
thought it was a break even if you're not selling the spots.
Break-in, opening, super mega blaster. Like, I don't see, admittedly, I don't know anything other than I'm supposed to open the cards up gently and when I start
Not throw rookies.
and not use my teeth to open up the card packs and to be gentle giant. That's all I know. I don't know if we're doing a break, we're doing a giveaway, we're doing a high spot, we're doing a Shakespeare off the top row. I don't have any idea what we're doing, but I think we're going to open up some cards today.
Yep, baseball. New baseball cards,
All right.
2024.
Fantastic. Lummy, I think you got your card thing going on as well. I saw a thing, I think on our X? Or was
it was on our YouTube thing. It's a Friday after Anna's show.
It is?
Yeah.
I think you made a little video, did you not?
Yes, I did.
He cut a 2-minute promo.
It's pretty good.
I'm not really sure if it gets me to buy any of the Bubba repacks, but I mean Lummy does look pretty damn good.
I did get a couple people to buy it.
Okay, hold on, Lummy. I gotta find said said video.
This is great because you can see the wheels turning with Lummy.
They were turning all right.
They were turning. That's why he's got the sunglasses on because he didn't want to see all the
He's
wheels.
looking like Captain Lou Albano these days.
All right, here we go. Hold on. This is on our YouTube. I probably need to put this on our Facebook today, Lummy. Don't I?
Yeah, that would be great.
When is your event?
Tomorrow, 11:30.
Okay, hold on here. Here we go.
$99.99. That's it. $99.99 for a Bubba repack.
Lummy, don't you think maybe should have maybe moved some of that wire?
No, that's kind of the whole thing.
Ambiance.
Yeah.
Adds character.
Yeah.
Okay.
BubbaArmyShop.com. Take this L that's sitting on your forehead right now. And all you have to do is when you go to BubbaArmyShop.com.
What about the necklace? Where's this cup? Where's this 500?
What does it say? Oh.
500 from the David Ortiz, the 500 home run.
Oh,
gold necklace.
Is that up for grabs?
Yeah, it can be.
Bubba, you're about to miss a big L high spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Repack turns into a W.
All right, let me see. Are you Jameis Winston now? Are you eating W's?
You're eating W's if you buy a repack.
Hold on here.
Take this L that's sitting on your.
Big Doug and Brooke. I'm sorry, Big Doug the broke. I can't. It was a PayPal deal, and it came up as an alert. I think it's Big Doug. I'm sorry, Big Doug and broke ass EDC. $25 for Lummy.
Eugene Rutherford 20 on the Cash App. Forehead right now.
That's why you needed my Deion Sanders blender glasses.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
We had some other ones he was going to use, but those look a little more pimp.
But as you can see, and Red, I never asked a question like maybe the old Bubba would have been, well, what are you going to need them for? What are you doing? How long are you going to have them?
Lummy actually refused to put them on his head at first.
I said,
"Where'd you get these?"
Yeah, I said, did you tell Bubba?
No, he said, "Where'd you get these?" And I said, "Bubba's desk."
Yeah, and
he's like,
Red,
"What do you mean? You just walked in there and took them?" I'm like, "Yeah."
No,
he's like, "I'm not going to wear these."
Listen, Reddit came up and said, "Hey, can we borrow your Deion Sanders blender glasses for a little bit? We're doing a little video." I'm like, "Yeah, no problem."
You know that I'm old Bubba knowing because I told Rhett. What did he say?
Here,
what did he say?
You be old Bubba.
Yeah.
I'll be Rhett. Hey, old Bubba.
What, Rhett? What do you want?
Am I?
I'm busy. I'm about to do a podcast.
Oh, okay. Listen, can I? Would it be?
What do you want? Hurry.
May I borrow the Deion Sanders?
For what? For what?
To do a
I got those from Deion.
I know, but they look super cool, and we're trying to get Lummy to do a
They're
video.
mine. Go get your own. Get out of here.
How about those over-the-top gaudy Gucci's that you got?
Yeah, you can have those.
No, those.
Bring me some Cheetos.
All right, Lummy, stop trying to be me.
Oh man,
he got carried away.
He just got some trauma out.
Yeah, this is about to get good.
I think he actually slipped into a therapeutic projection. I think he was like that was a therapeutic projection. Like that's how deep down in his inner soul, that's how he feels about me.
Take this L that's sitting on your forehead right now. And all you have to do is when you go to BubbaArmyShop.com and you buy a Bubba repack, it turns into a W. A W. You will be a winner. You want to be a winner. You want to be able to go into that casino, point to the hottest chick at the bar and say, "You."
Man, you need your beard done bad.
Yeah. "You're coming home with me." She's going to go, whoa. Why am I going to go home with you?
And you just got a Larry Bird repack, man. She's about to get mine soon.
You say, because I went to BubbaArmyShop.com and I got the Bubba repack. I got this A-Rod bat right here.
Oh, you mean Bubba the Love Sponge? He's doing repacks now. He used to be on top with jet planes and everything. And now he's whittled himself down to selling Larry Bird figurines.
Right.
No, I'm not going to be with you, you loser. Get out of here.
You used to sell beepers.
I got all the good merchandise, and she's going to say,
A stretch.
"Let's go home. I'm going home with you." And you're going to be walking out. You're going to be having all the chicks on your arm. You're going to be sitting on the beach, sipping on a Miller Lite, relaxing because you're so confident. Tom Brady's going to be calling you up. He wants to hang out with you. You know why?
You know what? I'd just rather people go watch it. To me, that's
Gee, are you into it? Does it do the job, Bubba? How could he have made it better?
The C Morning Zoo on Z100.
That's my answer.
Oh man, I don't think Lummy's ever got one of those.
The C Morning Zoo on Z100.
I mean, I don't want you to recut it or nothing. It's already in the can. It's already eaten.
Oh, the next one will be probably even cheesier. I was going to do Billy Mays style.
I think that you need to now that if you're going to be cheese, you might as well own cheese, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, if you're
that's what he's going for.
Don't fringe cheese.
I'm his cheese coach.
If you're going to be
Lean into it.
If you're going to be a zookeeper, you might as well really, really just go all in. Now that you've jumped into the cheese, Lummy, you've got to come out really cheesy.
Well, I mean, that's why I put the necklace on and the button down.
The C Morning Zoo on Z100.
Now, let me ask you a question. Do you want some of my? I have. It's very expensive, and I'm embarrassed.
I'm interested.
I'm embarrassed at the amount of money that I paid for my back in the day jewelry. I mean, when I thought I needed, to be, have all went back like in the early part of '97.
You like expensive earrings?
I had like 5-carat diamond George Michael hoops.
Oh my God.
I had diamond encrusted. Yes.
Did your hoops ever get like bigger? Or were they always kind of like a smaller?
No, they were bigger. They were diamond encrusted. So I had diamond encrusted hoops.
Meet me at the urinal.
When I was at my most gaudiest, I had my diamond encrusted hoop double earrings, my big Bubba gold chain, diamond encrusted Bubba arm. Bubba just said BUBBA on it, diamond encrusted. Then this big, like huge ass other diamond necklace, and then a gold presidential diamond bezeled diamond band with rubies, Rolex, and then my right hand had this huge gold, like 14 carats worth of diamonds encrusted.
I feel like you were like a pharaoh in your former life.
Bracelet.
I'm gonna be buried with it all, Anna. Just bury me with my jewels.
Giant sarcophagus.
Bracelet, and then I had a Green Bay Packer Super Bowl ring,
right?
Tampa Bay Storm Arena League ring. A couple of diamond pinky rings. I mean, so Lummy, I wonder if I should bring all that down.
You have all of it?
Yeah, I still have it all.
Wow. How did you not get so low that you feel like, maybe I should sell my pinky rings?
I don't, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for, probably as much as they've depreciated.
I don't know that jewelry generally doesn't go. I mean, especially if it's got gold in it, it's worth,
rubies.
The gold is worth more in today than it was in 97. I'll tell you that.
Can you do like a fashion show with you?
Oh yeah,
like
a show
not
where
me.
you wear it
yeah,
all.
yeah, where you're putting it on.
Lummy could.
No,
can we do
gotta
Bubba Home
do it.
Shopping Network
with Erica doing the hand model stuff and all of that, wearing it?
Maybe. See, well, I think my holes have closed in my ears.
Well, you could just show them off. You don't have to like re-pierce your ears.
But I could put everything else on.
That'd be hilarious.
Maybe we should do that for Bubba 199.
Yes.
Let's re-pierce your ears for it.
No, let's do that. No, why don't you shut up? You're irritating today.
Today?
Yeah.
Thought I was going light today.
Can you back it down a little bit?
I honestly, I'm on like a 2 right now.
Jesus. I need a 0.75, bitch. About to get mine. So let me. How about for Bubba 199 on this Friday? I come out old school Bubba Gold deal, except for the earrings. Listen, if my holes haven't closed through, but I don't know. I think for some reason I lost my George Michael diamond encrusted earrings, but I do have.
I sent you a picture. Is this the one you were talking about? The earrings?
Oh, wait till you see these earrings. Even Anna will.
These are diamond
I remember
ones,
the big diamond studs you used to have.
Even Anna will be like, "Oh my God, these they were custom made." Where's it? I can't see it.
I sent you the picture.
Okay, let me see here.
Let's go down.
All right, so Lumix. All right, this is the picture. Let me see. It's coming up right now. Yes, hold on. Yes, these are it. Hold on, let me show you. These are my George Michael double diamond.
What possessed you to do the earring thing?
So look at it. Diamonds here, diamonds on the outside, and then diamonds on the inside going up to your ear.
I was going to the AVNs and I needed to accessorize.
It's hard to focus on the earrings when you see the.
But the earrings,
God.
I mean, listen, a lot of dudes just wear regular. Not a lot of. I mean, those were probably $6,000 worth of earrings.
Oh, they match your suit too.
Woo. Yeah. Yes, Lemmy, those are the earrings that I can't seem out of all of my Bubba over the top jewelry stuff that I had. I can find everything but the diamond earrings.
Do you remember the last day you wore them? Like
No.
when you retired them, you're like, enough of this.
No. I think no, because I went to the AVNs when I was on Howard. I was gonna say when I joined Howard, maybe I did, but no, I was making more money than ever and probably buying this stupid stuff. So no.
I can't wear these cheap earrings anymore. They make me look like a poor.
Oh, I found a picture, but it's not it's your CD cover, but where you had your gold bracelet, your ring, and your watch.
Would you be willing to sell any of it off, Bubba, like Kobe Bryant's parents are doing with his championship ring?
Oh yeah, by far.
Oh Jesus!
Bundle it with the Reggie pants.
I said it wasn't flattering. I said it wasn't flattering.
I didn't see that again.
Why
I
would
missed
you
it.
send that to me, Lummy? You know what, Lummy? I feel like taking.
don't take your strap away.
But I said it wasn't flattering, but it had everything.
Oh, maybe it's just a warning.
Give it to Rhett. Rhett, get in here.
Rhett, come on and get it.
Oh, let's go! Yeah.
Now, I've been seeing some chatter about Rhett in chat. Now I'm eating my own logic. I told nobody ever yet told me that.
Just a couple people in chat.
A couple people in chat have
I
said.
saw a couple people on chat
Yeah, a
saying
ton of
that,
people calling in yesterday during their show, too.
that Rhett and his barb video that he put together was strap worthy.
I saw it too. I just didn't
was
want to
just
mention
trying
it.
to find a high spot to be able to. He didn't necessarily get it through a high spot that he generated today. He got it from a mess up of dumb nuts over there.
It still counts.
It's like Lummy got counted out or something like that.
Yeah,
But the
DQ.
title did change hands.
Yeah.
He won the race, but he went across the scales light.
It's like when
So they
Kennedy
gave
was
it to so they
assassinated
gave it to
and
the second place guy.
LBJ became president.
Right.
You know.
Let me don't make me. Let me.
Still
of
counts.
all-
I wasn't
of
trying.
yes, you did. Of all people, you always are supposed to get. You always got my back. That picture would have been something that Anna or Babyface would have sent me to project up, and people had to see. People that got displayed on the screen. People can't ever take that out of their minds. I mean that.
But that's your after picture, Bubba. I mean, that's your before picture. That's your before picture, Bubba. That should be, you should look at that and be happy about the progress you've made over the last 35 years.
Or that it embodies the success that you had and also have currently.
Yeah, that's
I'm
great.
sorry.
No, none of which was any of the where you guys were going with. All of it was just to make me look stupid and fat.
No.
No,
It wasn't. It wasn't. Oh my God! Look how far you've come. Instead, it was, man. Look how low at one time you were. You might have had
Listen, you took that picture.
$200,000 worth of jewelry on, but my God, you need that for anybody to look at you. You fat ass.
Well, that was the only picture I could find with it all on. I'm sorry.
Let me just from now on, good stuff about me. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of which, Lummy, did you see? Now, do you like them? And my sister had bought my stepdad Jeff a pair of Crocs for Christmas. Well, we for whatever reason she forgot to wrap them up Christmas Day. Jeff was here with us Christmas Day. He died January 3rd. Well, she forgot to give them to him on Christmas, and by the time she was able to give him to him, he'd already passed. And so Lummy, she's had these size. I think you and Eddie wore the same size.
Yes, we did.
And she's had these brand new Crocs for a year and a half, and she's like wanted you to have them. So,
thank you.
So I brought them in to you.
Yes.
Are Crocs? How much do Crocs cost? Like $50-$60?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like those size. Yeah.
Yeah, I got another pair of Jeffs that I
Let
wear
me
all the time.
show the camera. I mean, just don't.
well, I have been.
Take them out of the bag.
Are they black? Well, like what?
Yeah, they're black.
Camo?
They're all black.
They're all black.
Ooh, that's nice.
They're the ones with no holes, so he doesn't get dirt and
Correct.
water in them.
Yeah.
So those are
Right.
good for working with
Let me
the goats.
do you wear Crocs?
Yeah, I got my first pair ever from Eddie Jeff, and I wear them a lot around the house. They're perfect slip-ons.
Does Ashley want you to keep them on during sex?
Of course.
Right. The only bad thing
Helps you
about
not
Crocs,
slip.
the only bad thing about Crocs are that your feet will start sweating in them, and
That's why
you
you have
get
to wear socks sometimes.
yeah. Do you wear socks with Crocs?
Some people do. I see it a lot.
The ones with the holes, you don't really
is
sweat
that
too
though?
much.
But hold on, is that like a person that wears Crocs with? I mean, socks.
I see a
with
lot of
Crocs?
young kids doing it. A lot of the socks and slides look. A lot of kids.
So
doing
like
that.
a guy my
Young-
age doing
young
it,
people.
would I be looking like I'm cool, or would I be looking pathetic?
You'd be looking like you're going to the retirement home at this point, but the kids pull it off.
I don't
The
think
kids
they
pull it off because they look like slobs anyways. So
As you can see, my team's always pulling for me here, ladies and
no,
gentlemen.
no, I said old guy. So an older dude wearing socks like up to your crew socks with Crocs will look like.
By
an
the
old
way, I
dude.
don't ever wear crew socks. I just wear anklet socks. I don't wear.
Yeah, those are good.
Anklet.
Red wears socks with sandals.
Well, okay, hold on. Out of all the dudes here who has socks on, I got socks on.
I got
socks
crew
on.
socks
I have
on, like
crew
the old
socks.
man that I am.
You got socks on, Anna?
Hell yeah, I got the
She's
crew
got them
socks.
pulled
Red-
over
red-
her leggings.
I
Red-
love this look. It's very
Brett, you
cute.
got socks on?
Sex.
Yes, I got socks.
Macho, you got socks on?
Yep.
Lummy, you got socks on?
No, I'm wearing my Hey Dudes.
Seth, you got socks on?
Yes, sir. No shows.
Yeah, see, so like, don't be making fun of mine, but I wear those that just barely. I think my socks are. I think I got cool ass. I think my socks are on brand, bitch. I don't think I got old guy socks, do I? That's what people wear, isn't it?
You have youthful
Kinda
socks, Bubba. That's what people around town have been saying about you lately.
Okay, what kind of socks you got, Seth?
I said I have no show, bitch. Like I don't even like you.
Let me see them.
You can't even tell them where it's socks.
They always
That's kind
slip
of like
down.
mine are.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Well, no, yours you can see, Bubba.
Well, just because
They're anklets.
They're anklets.
Okay. What kind of socks you got, Brian?
Crew. They're comfortable with my pants. I can't wear anklets when I'm wearing pants because it annoys my ankle. The pants rubbing against my ankles annoying.
Seth, what do you got on?
Again? I got the no-shows.
No, not you. I'm sorry. Rhett, what do you got?
Ankle socks and slides.
Like mine. Kind of like mine.
But see, he's one of those
Right.
kids. He's
And
got
then-
the sandals and socks.
That's what I got.
It's useful.
I gotta tell you,
youthful.
the whole sandals and socks thing, like, I don't get why it's a bad look. Like, I think it's totally fine to do.
In Florida,
Thank
I
you,
think you can
Seth.
get away with it.
What's Macho got on for a sock?
Socks and sandals.
Ankle weights. My socks are weighted. 25-pound socks.
Lummy, will you make sure that you bring your blower in tomorrow
Yes.
so we can hook up the blower?
Yes, I will.
And please know, we're not going to involve the rest of the crew. It's just going to be me, you, and Mach, maybe Rhett. Basically, we're just going to leave Anna and Seth out of the planning and how cool. Because I feel as if some
Did
people
I?
don't think that it's a cool
I
concept.
I didn't take a dump on anything when it comes to the cash cube.
We are going to continually to work R&D on the cash cube, one of which might be using another blower
Yes.
that you're going to provide, because I think there's another area to hook a blower up to.
Yes, there is.
And to make the money even swirl around even more. And then Macho Man says for when we do studio stuff that he would like to potentially put a small light inside of the cash cube.
Like a laser.
Well, I don't know, a light or a laser or something like that. And then, Lummy, somebody said there was a sweet spot of, like 200 or 300 bills is what makes it, I got to think if you had two blowers in there, then you would never have any bill accumulation on the bottom.
No.
And so, Lummy, yes, on the other endorser.
Okay.
And so we can call it the, Diaco Law Tarpon Mark Cash Cube, right?
Yeah.
Tarpon Mark wants to get involved, right?
Yes.
Or have name.
He may not even need a name right, he said. He just may just want to,
Well, we can call it the, Diaco Law Tarpon Mark Cash Cube or not.
Now, can I throw you a suggestion that I had seen tossed around a couple of times?
Yeah.
The $10,000, I'm sorry, the Diaco Law Mark from Tarpon $10,000 boob cube?
Yeah. Boob Cube.
Boob cube.
Well,
Instead of cash cube because we're giving away boob jobs.
yeah, but
Job.
we're given, So since there's only one, more people
Fair.
are going to, it's just,
Okay.
Then it might be like where guys don't want to go in or anything like that, Now, I think we could,
Guys
listen,
love boob cubes.
Yeah, come on.
no, what are we going to have? Give boob jobs to guys?
I mean,
It's
Some
just
want
the
them.
It's
name.
non-transferable. Now, if we had a specific boob sign up for a free set of boobs contest, then we can easily rename the cube from the cash cube to the boob cube. We don't got to buy another cube. We just rename it.
Right.
So, and it doesn't always have to be just a cash grab. It can be a cash grab with, maybe we put 5 or 6 boob job tickets in there.
let's get some trading cards in that thing.
Well, Bubba, I was gonna ask Dr. Dan tomorrow, but I'll ask you, and if it's a good idea. What if, get more of the college females or the females we go up to on the wheel? We put maybe a 10% off coupon for Diaco.
There you go.
Yeah.
Plastic surgery?
Sure.
So
yes.
at least if they don't get free boobs, then Dan can get more business with that 10% off.
Right.
Dan takes coupons?
Yeah.
only from the boob cube.
That would be the boob wheel.
Yeah, the
That
boob
would be
wheel.
the boob prize wheel. We could also, any other company. Let's say, I'm trying to think of anybody else that we could put a coupon in the cube for. So like Dan might have a free boob job coupon, but maybe we have I don't know.
Regina could do a free consultation.
Yeah, we could just
Brian could do a free slip and fall consult.
Yeah, I'll do free consults. I do them anyways.
So I
but-
think the possibilities, Lemmy, for the Diaco Law tentatively Tarpon Mark Cash Cube could be. What if we could get Mike's Lawnmower in Ocala to put in a free chainsaw?
What about
yeah.
experiences?
Right?
What about lunch with Bubba?
Okay, well.
Yeah, right.
No,
I'm just saying.
No, stop.
I want to see these people work out.
Listen.
I think people would want lunch with Bubba more
baby.
than they'd want a boob job. Maybe.
Brian,
What?
let me show you how wrong you are here.
Okay, show me.
The majority of the people that come up to the Cash Cube while attending a Bucks game or a USF game or the Kenny Chesney concert or whatever are people that probably don't know who I am. They just see a big Cash Cube as they're walking into their concert, and they have to. I mean, there's not a person that I know that wouldn't at least try to walk by and see what's going on over there.
What better way to get to know somebody than that's a brand new listener that you can bring in, possibly become royalty.
No. Listen, them just following us on whatever platform we make them follow us on.
That's where the relationship ends.
That's where the relationship ends. Now maybe if it's like if it's a Bubba Army specific event, like if let's say Lummy we were to do. If we were to do another get-together at the Tarbans game, right?
Yeah.
I guarantee you they would let me bring my Cash Cube
and
put it in that little area up there by the bullpen. I guarantee you they would.
Oh, yeah.
And so at that point we have built-in Bubba Army, people that have opted in to see us. Those people would love a dinner or lunch with me.
Dinner?
That's
You're
when,
never up for dinner.
That's when you throw in that when you're at a Bubba Army specific event. But the majority of the public that passes by your cube while, there during the opening Bucks game, they're not going to know who I am. And quite frankly, they don't care who I am. And they're only following me on my YouTube so they can spin the wheel and maybe get in the goddamn Cash Cube. Am I right?
No, you're right. You're right.
I do think, though, man, I think a lot of people, if that's all you have to do is to follow us on one of our forums to be able to spin that prize wheel. Now, you got to think, on the prize wheel, there's going to be a set of sunglasses, a keychain, a koozie, maybe a 10 or 20% off Diaco coupon. So Lummy, on that, like, there's no losers on the wheel, the prize wheel, and one sliver of the prize wheel will say Cash Cube.
Nice.
So there may only be 10, 15 people that get in the Cash Cube, but in order to be able to spin that wheel, you would have followed. Listen, maybe they walk away and completely unfollow me. There's nothing I can do about that. But I think for the most part, people that will, if they follow let's just call it our YouTube, and they got to spin the wheel, and they didn't get anything but their girl got a koozie and the dude got a pair of sunglasses. I don't think necessarily they quickly go to their YouTube and unfollow us. I think they might say, "Well, that's kind of cool. We could have got in that cube." And the people in the cube, they're certainly not going to not follow you, right? They're gonna like you.
Yeah, they're probably going to want to watch their own video.
Yeah, you watch your video of you in the cube.
Yeah, you could watch. True, you could watch yourself in the cube because we're streaming it live. Lummy, I went to go do the food review yesterday.
Yes, how did that go? Oh boy,
horrible.
Oh, you didn't.
Why?
There's a merch crick.
Needed an extra set of hands, which I offered to you, but you said no.
I just don't feel comfortable with you.
Fine.
Can't eat around you because I know you're going to be masturbating to it later.
Not untrue.
Yeah, it's like, and I just think it just, whatever.
All right.
It didn't work out so swell myself. I reviewed the Sonic. Lummy, you completely misled me. There is no Sonic pulled pork cheeseburger.
Yeah, there is.
No, there's not. I asked.
Okay, it's on their website.
Well, you know what?
Commercials.
Let me go to Words, and can you send the website and commercials to me?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, this is a daily telethon. We got to keep the lights on somehow. So don't forget PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. All at BubbaArmyHQ.com.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
We'll be back after this.
Yeah, come on. We know what Sonic pork is going to ultimately look like. It'll look like the same going down as it does coming out.
All right, I sent you the website.
Whoa.
The only thing Sonic has going for them is their ice. That's it.
Yeah, their ice is good.
Yeah.
Their ice?
Their ice. You've never had Sonic ice?
I don't think I've ever been to.
They're the little, ice pellets.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah. Yeah, they have nice
They melt
ice.
faster, I'm assuming.
But there's a lot more of them, so they load that cup up with ice, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Sonic screws you on the ice.
Screws you?
Well, they screw you on the beverage. They give you plenty of ice.
You give too much ice.
Yeah. That's what people like. People who are Sonic fans love the ice.
No, how about half ice and a little bit more liquid?
So the problem with the half ice is their ice is so small that it melts rapidly.
Oh, they sent you their commercial too.
So there's a certain
Watery soda.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of ice that you must have in the Sonic cup in order to. Now their cups are also heavy foam, so the ice stays colder longer.
Can you double cup it like lean?
Maybe.
People didn't think it could get any better than
I don't even go to Sonic. I just know about it.
Double cup the styrofoam. Drink the lean.
No, I've never seen that. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I know it's drug related. Yeah. Yeah, Ice Babyface. Say it. Dun, 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 dun.
I didn't know they. Ooh, that was.
You're like, sir, you don't need that.
Yeah.
We got a new lettuce wrap. We do have a Portillo's down here.
Yeah.
Bubba hasn't gone there
No,
to. We have two actually, right? One in Brandon and one by USF.
Yeah.
Two
Is their breakfast good?
Portillo's?
No, sorry, Sonic.
I don't eat doing the Sonic. I'm only aware of that one on Delma Street in the area. I don't eat Sonic.
Yeah. Oh no, there's one of them.
Turtle truffle duck blast. Oh no, that sounds good.
I know.
Here we go.
But for Portillo,
But it's
yeah,
Sonic.
that's like two.
I don't know if you can see
I like
this or not. I don't know if I'm in front or should have gone right.
Other place you should try
Holy
Charlie's.
shit.
We go to Charlie's now.
Has he tried chicken salad chick yet?
No.
That's another
Do
thing.
they have drive-thrus?
Yeah.
I don't know if they have
There's
drive-thrus,
one. Well,
but he
there's
does.
drive-through at Luke's.
But he
Oh,
only does the drive-thru.
Well, there is drive-throughs of them.
there's one in Clearwater too. I think that may be a drive-through.
Yeah, they put them on the edge of all those new plazas. There's a couple.
Damn,
of
that
places
looks
in,
good as hell.
Good morning, Berto.
They got
Jen and also
Master
Jen.
Oh, yeah?
Shakes.
New chicken places are opening up. They're chains from other places.
What inches?
What's your favorite chicken? You like Raising Cane's? You like PDQ?
They eat a huge fucking patty.
Yeah.
You eat there yet?
No, I don't eat a lot of fast food.
I just try it sometimes.
Yeah.
How's their sauce? I mean, people go crazy for that shit.
The Raising Cane? It's good.
See, that's where I
It's hard to
heard.
dip their sandwich in.
I heard,
It's 'cause the sandwich is like that big.
Can you pour the sauce on the sandwich? Is that?
They put the sauce on
We
it.
bite it in angle, and then you can dip the angle.
But
Or
it's
you
so
just
big
take
that-
the sauce and pour it on the sandwich.
That makes it sloppy.
Yeah.
If you're, especially he's eating while he's driving.
Yeah, I'm driving my dad's.
He's a busy man. He's a mover and shaker. Not everybody has time to sit down and like get a nice plate out and cut into their sandwich. Yeah.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, I'm driving with my dad and I see a new place. I go, let me try it. From Bubba.
See, PDQ used to make all their own sauces, and they stopped.
Classic shakes.
Strong. But you know which one I like is Aussie Grill.
A what?
Aussie Grill.
Oh,
Nice and
the
tall.
Outback, the quick serve Outback.
Bubba, but I think it was Bubba's highest rated chicken sandwich when he did it.
Wow.
Wow, that looks good.
Wawa's opening up.
Mini.
Drive-through. Largo.
Crazy.
Which is the weirdest place to put a Wawa drive-through for the first one in Florida.
Largo?
Yeah.
May have been the only plot of land they had that was
Largo.
convenient for it at the time.
You think they can afford it? Good morning, Mitch, Mark.
See how much.
When I think Wendy's, I think breakfast burrito. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
Wendy's are making expensive now.
Why doesn't it tell you how many
Wendy's just
hours?
over expensive.
All of them are expensive now. Come on.
Wendy's, yeah, like this used to be.
No, wait, they've all made it now that the only way they're affordable is if you use their app. They want your data. They want to track you. They want to target you because the acquisition cost is so much cheaper for advertising because now you get push notifications to your phone. They can track you and know when to target you. They learn your patterns and how you're living your life and how they can get you to come in.
Oh my word.
I
No way.
I think it was like the first time in, maybe, might have been 3 or 4 years ago, but, and this is in the infancy of data tracking to the extent that it is now, but that I forget which year, the first time in the history of the world that some of their business had made more money than oil, and data acquisition actually grossed more money than oil. Well, oil's always number one, the number one thing sold.
Right. And data.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Missed part of the show? We got you covered at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Now back to Bubba Live Worldwide.
So, Lummy, don't forget to bring, by the way, the Bubba the Love Sponge Show heard on Florida Man Radio, AM 820, 99.1 The Bull out in Phoenix, and then Florida Man Radio in Ocala, Fort Walton Beach, in Orlando. Lummy, will you bring in your blower tomorrow, please?
Yes, I will. I will put it in my truck when I get home.
Tomorrow's Friday. Do you want to stick around and maybe not go live, but me tape? I could have the merch crick be my camera girl, and I could tape doing a beard trim and color job. Do you want that or no?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. You sound like a bitch.
Well, I was going to say, as long as it's done before, obviously, which it shouldn't take that long.
As long as it's done before, obviously, it shouldn't take that long.
Because Anna,
just analyze that. What am I supposed to decipher from that?
The repack's at 11:30, so.
Oh.
That's all. I was saying, as long as it's done before that. I mean, I have to get stuff ready for it, but it shouldn't take that long.
No, let's just do it next week.
Can you shave his beard, like full shave it?
No, why?
Full shave it.
It'd be cool to see Lummy beardless.
Stop. We have. It's not good.
Stop.
He did half face Willie.
You're being a dick because you know that's a very sore spot for him. He has to have it on a certain length that I set. And other than that, it kind of makes
Fat Rosie O'Donnell.
It kind of gobs him out, and he looks like a Rosie O'Donnell with a 5 o'clock shadow.
Why trying to job me out, Brian?
And so, Lummy, do I not know the perfect length?
Yes, you do.
That still make it look like kind of a rugged man's carpet beard, but it's properly dyed, doesn't have the old man gray in it. And we go to the lowest that we can, but we still hide the gob, don't we?
Yes, you do.
But Brian wants me to take it right down to 0 and gob you out.
That's because he's a dick.
Secondly, Seth, are you ever going to grow that $10 Fu Manchu?
Yeah, it's happening right as we speak.
Right. I want you to grow.
And what am I doing it for again?
I don't know.
Okay.
$10. That's what you're doing it for.
$10. I forgot. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely get it done.
That's what you're doing it for.
I knew
$10.
I knew there was a carrot waiting for me.
Speaking of Seth, Seth introduced a new podcast. Seth, I didn't get a chance to hear it yet, but
it's not that great.
Oh, it's not?
I thought it was interesting.
Why didn't you think it was that good? By the way, Seth brought his African-American barbers into the studio, and these are some great dudes. And I came over to the studio, went upstairs, and got some swag for him because I wanted him to leave with something. I hung out for a little bit, and then Seth started a podcast with these 3 African-American barbers that are Latin sons.
Yes.
Right? Lad. Is it Lad or Lat?
Lat.
L-A-T.
Yeah, Lattimore.
Latin sons on MLK and South, what?
It's like 22nd or something like that.
You'd think it'd be a Hispanic barbershop with a name like that, but no.
These are cool-ass brothers. It's Carl, who seems to be the leader of it. He looks like Cat. He sounds and looks like Cat Williams.
Right, Craig.
Right, and then there's Lance, and Lance is, I think, maybe the youngest brother. Is Lance related?
Yeah, Lance is Craig's brother.
All right, and then Obi.
Rio.
Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
And he's got a full-blown gold grill, and he's done some time. And he's
only 4 months.
But they're all just great, great dudes.
Yes.
So I left, and tell me how it went. By the way, it's available on our podcasting world now, wherever you would get podcasting. We're trying to add this one in. We're trying to continually add. I'm working on a podcast with Hatley. I'm working on a lot of things with Seth to get this so that podcasting has its own exclusive little world that it lives in that's different than this world. So you say that it wasn't that great? Why?
It was just, I mean,
I had him set up to knock it out of the park.
I think that, I need to do better, but I think they were too high.
Really?
I think they were too high. I mean, once I started, everybody's yelling, I'm checking levels and everything, and then as soon as I started the interview, everybody starts whispering. It started getting all sexy, and like I was like, well, what's going on here?
Did you call them out on them?
Yeah, I called them out. Yeah, but the energy just dropped like dramatically as soon as I started. So
They got nervous.
I'm trying to get them like into it as I'm hosting. So
kind of like the way we were shucking and jiving prior.
Yeah,
that kind of feel.
Yeah, I was trying to get that back, and all of a sudden it was just like, it was like I was interrogating them. So
right.
Maybe everybody needs to get more comfortable. But I think
I need to go listen to it.
I think it can get better.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're into doing it.
Absolutely,
I think once they saw that we have like a legitimate studios, and as soon as you walk in here, it's pretty. I mean, if you're not familiar with podcasting or radio or just the way,
or even if you are, it's still kind of it's different.
Yeah, even I've had some of the most seasoned veterans that have been in the radio industry longer than me. As soon as they walk in, they're like, "Oh my God, this is the most unbelievable radio studio I've ever seen." Like, there's no other radio studio that has the pop as soon as you walk in as this. As soon as you're like, "Wow, what is this, a nightclub? What the hell is this?" So I think when they saw that, Seth, that increased their enthusiasm. Hey, man, we're for real, just like they're for real. And maybe we want to start doing this, because when I left, I thought Carl said, "Yeah, man, we're gonna try and do this as every Wednesday."
Yeah, no, they want to do it. I'm not giving up on it. I just think that I don't think it's a finished product at all with the first episode yesterday.
Right. Do you think I need to step in here and help you out a little bit, or you got it?
It would be a completely different, it'd be a completely different show if you did it, but I don't think that's bad at all. I just don't think you want to do any more podcasts.
Yeah, but I mean, if it means moving the needle, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I
think you go a couple more on your own, and if you need me to come in, you just say, "Hey, Sponjo, I think I might need you for the Operation Pigmentation."
Okay.
They were singing your praises, Bubba, they got some party favors when they arrived.
Yeah, you know how I am. I'm a very gracious host.
You are. You absolutely are.
And I know my audience. So,
you can read the room.
I can read the room.
Yeah.
And I think I read the room correctly.
I think you did. I think
you read it too well, apparently, according to Seth. Did you give him some of that sumo pudding?
I gave him some sumo stuff.
Might as well been.
So Lummy, yesterday I go to Sonic.
Yes.
And this is what I think I'm getting. So just watch. Hold on. This is what I'm going for right here.
Yeah.
People didn't think it could get any better than a classic, juicy Sonic cheeseburger. Then we went ahead and piled it high with smoked pulled pork and tangy cherrywood smoke sauce. How could we possibly top this? With a brioche bun, of course. Sonic pulled pork barbecue cheeseburger.
All right. So Lummy, that's what, and that, quite frankly, that excites me.
Yeah.
And check the date on that. That's like recent, right?
Yeah. Well, it's on their website.
All right. So Lummy, this is their webs. This is their current website.
Yep.
Pulled pork barbecue cheeseburger. Just like we saw, how many calories it is. Does it give the nutrition?
I think right at the top, a little under the right. Yeah, there.
700.
Right here?
No, up.
Oh, 700 calories. That ain't bad.
No, that's not terrible.
I mean, that's all
what that sodium looks like.
Usually those things are off by like 20%, but
right.
That's fine.
All right. So this is what I think I'm getting, right? Here is, but now mind you, the merch crick is not available to tape me today. Anna offered, but that
yesterday.
Yesterday, right? Anna offered to be my video because when you go through when you do a food review, you got to have somebody be your camera person.
Yeah, and you need an extra set of hands, but apparently you didn't want mine. That's
I did.
Okay.
You
don't have to explain it. The more you explain it, the more it hurts my feelings. I get it. I
just don't feel comfortable.
I get it.
I'm going to say, Bubba, I'm looking at the reviews online, and you are a lucky man that you did not
it sucks.
That
all right, hold on.
Disgusting
sandwich. Let me just show you.
That's the point of the food.
Let me just show you. I didn't have this sandwich. I didn't get this sandwich. Let me just show you. Just a little bit of it.
If you got Do a
Dale,
car
by the way,
ride,
Dale, I'm in the Adam from Fenderworks freshly repainted Bubba NASCAR Type 04 Crown Vic. Am I not, Lummy?
Yes, you are.
And it's got the big Bubba arm. It's like the General Lee. Looks like it's got the big logo. We're not Confederate. It's got the big Bubba Army logo across the hood and then 2 on the doors. I mean, it's so gaudy. It's so cool. It's NASCAR-like. And by the way, I don't have a camera person. I got to do this myself. And Lummy, I can't get on my camera feature as I'm recording. I can't get to flip the screen around.
Oh no!
Like something's wrong.
We got to get a GoPro on Bella's head.
Hurry up, buddy.
Yeah, couldn't you wear the helmet
Come
thing?
on. There we go. I'm not wearing no goddamn helmet thing.
That way you have your hands free.
Listen, I've set the infrastructure up for this to work awesome when I have the merch crick that helps me. She helps me. Sonic. She's my Jill Biden. I mean, I don't know if you can see me like this or not. I don't know if I'm in frame. I don't know if you can see me because my phone's not giving me the flip around gimmick. And I can't monitor myself. See, this is why I need the merch crick around here. I'm in the Fender Works semi-auto glass Crown Vic.
Giving me Blair Witch vibes, but I like it.
It does give you a Blair Witch vibe right here.
This might be another. Rhett, I know this was a title years ago, but this might be another one to title "Whatever Happened to Bubba the Love Sponge."
Yeah. You know what?
We could get another 100,000 like that.
I'll take that L. That was pretty good. You know what? That was a pretty good one.
I know how you can turn that L into a W.
Oh Jesus!
$99.99, buddy.
$99.99.
That's Seth.
Bubba Army repacks.
It's for Seth's little cut on me. Here we go.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I think my screen's blurry or dirty or something.
Literally, made it through your face.
It's the lighting.
My phone it's tough. I gotta do all the taping and do all the stuff myself. I got the crick with me today. This is gonna suck because I don't even know. If you can see. I don't know if I cannot. Usually you can flip it on your phone, but it's not letting me flip on my phone.
This should be titled "Caveman Discovers Cell Phone."
Mildly retizarded on the spizectrum, narcissistic, psychopathic, sociopathic, whatever.
Boomer tries to film something.
Damn it. And I drop some.
Of course you did.
I'm trying to get my fat head sunglasses, and I drop them 3 times. Listen. 1. God dang it. 2. Okay, let me see here. I want to get that new. Now, Lummy, you can see here. It's nowhere to be found
That's
on the
a menu, man.
I can't see anything.
New.
Jeez.
Hickory. What did Lummy say I needed to get today?
I didn't even know what to.
They got like a new hamburger. A cheeseburger.
That's probably why they didn't give it to you.
Yeah, maybe it's Hickory Barbecue. It's
Oh man.
Yeah. I think it's the new Hickory
Lummy, it's all
Barbecue
your fault.
gimmick. But hold on.
Good job, Lummy.
Now, Lummy.
Did you take a pill yesterday?
Lummy, here's the thing. The only thing on the entire menu, if you were to go and look at it, that says it has big red letters that says new, is number 4, and they call it the Hickory Barbecue Cheeseburger. Well, so I even ask her when I order it. Listen. With a large Diet Coke.
Is the Hickory Barbecue the new one?
Hold on. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Hi, how you doing? Good. Is that number 4? That new cheeseburger they've been talking about? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What comes on that? See, so Lummy, I'm thinking, right?
Yeah, well, it was a limited time. They didn't put it on the menu.
Yeah, they don't reprint their menus for limited time.
I know, but what I'm saying is like, she kind of misled me a little bit. Did she not? I mean, right?
Yeah, she did.
It's mayo, onions, pickles, lettuce, and then the cheese.
Okay, can I get with no mayo or pickles? All right, so but we get all that. I try to pay. Thank you. I can't pay. I finally get. I'm back. I'm waiting for my phone.
Oh Jesus!
My Sonic gimmick. Yeah, I don't have any way to monitor how close I am to myself or nothing. No.
You don't have like a mount on your car.
No, I can't. Bella. Then I try to get her to bite me. To give you Vic courtesy of. Look at that little. I'm gonna have to see if I. Okay, so. Good. This is our very end.
Is that a tap light on the top there?
Good audio.
Nice black eyes.
Oh yeah. So hold on. This is This is Pitbull bite your face off.
It's very sweet.
It's a game I play. I mean, I get her all riled up, like to the point of like she wants to take a hack at me, and then I put my big face right there. It's like, hack it, bitch, and she always backs it down with a tongue. Watch.
She's a good girl. Yeah, she's a good girl.
I don't know what happened to the volume, guys.
But you nailed this angle, though, Bubba.
I wish my mommy was with me today.
Your phone mic is covered up.
Watch. So she's showing her teeth. She's showing her teeth. You know, getting her all riled up. And then boom. What would most dogs do? Most dogs would bite your face off, would they not?
Yeah.
I think so.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, most dogs.
Watch.
She almost got you there.
Yeah, she almost.
Yeah.
She almost. But that's how much of a goddamn Caesar Bubba dog whisperer I am. I can't even. I mean, like, she right here, she almost gets me. She thinks about it. Ready? Not here. Not there. Not there. Not there. There.
Right there. Yep.
But she pulled it back. Because she knows she gets shocked. Oh, did I say that? No, I was just kidding.
So is that when you were just sitting there waiting for the food?
Yeah, I was just sitting there waiting for the food.
So just to
waiting for the
clarify, you
food.
never asked if they had any pulled pork?
I figured that was the new. I just.
What's the newest thing you have? I'll take that. You know what Lummy said today. You listen to my show?
You know who I am?
Do you know who I am? Just
You
give me-
listen to the show today?
You know what I'm here for.
All right, so you can see here.
God.
It's going to be the best food review ever.
Maybe not your best angle.
One bite half the sandwich from a fat ass.
Oh, Bubba, the microphone.
I know, buddy. I mean, it either really makes.
This is a heavy job,
This one was
man.
shot in Boomer Vision.
Shame.
Boomer vision. Maybe you should put that on there, Red. I don't know. I was trying my hardest, because people love the food reviews. And the quality audio is going to suck. I didn't get the right sandwich, but maybe the whole thing in it, the whole hot mess in itself is what will people.
Mine
It's
should be
got
the highest
everything.
reviewed one.
It's got. You get to see your gob. You struggle with the sunglasses. You order the wrong sandwich and make out with your dog, and then you can't hear any of it. It's great.
Why did you have to say I get to see my gob? I didn't think my gob was that prevalent.
Oh, there was a point where there was one angle that was not very flattering.
Double down.
Speaking of the double down, how about that Chizza, huh? That was good.
Shut up, Brian, you idiot. Yeah, that Chisholm was good. Anyway, did you see now? How are the Miami Marlins hurting so bad?
Yes.
So bad that they now are. I mean, talk about a hell of a deal, especially if you weren't like Johnny food health conscious like me and Lummy, maybe Rat, but like Anna, would not be appealing to her. Probably not appealing to you, Brian. Seth, I don't know if this is, appealing
No,
to you.
God, no.
Yeah, but
this should be illegal.
Yeah.
Anna would love to sit nearby, though, I think, and watch.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, now Anna will be like, I don't want the $52 ticket for all the food I can eat, but I'll take the $62 better seats that are from front of so I can turn around and watch these hogs eat all day.
Yeah, dude.
So anyway, the Miami Marlins are selling you an all-you-can-eat seat starting at $52, and it's all you can eat chili dogs, nachos with cheese, hamburgers, popcorn, peanuts, cookies, sodas, and more. What?
$10.
How much is
Blair
it?
Witch, please bring Witch Crick back.
$52
For the whole season?
So hold on, that's for your seat to the game, and then unlimited that.
They do realize, though, that what these families in Miami are going to do is buy their kids 3 seats in the upper deck. One family member is going to get that ticket and then bring them food in the upper deck all game
This
long.
is that's racist.
I said families in Miami. That's
Well,
nothing.
it depends on where the seats are.
He didn't
Does
say
it
they are Haitian migrants. That's what he meant.
It was
Yeah, I
implied. He's already got them food smuggling.
Families in Miami are going to do that.
Don't you think? Do you think that they've thought about that, or do you think that they're going to have to start uncovering all this as they go?
I mean, it's going to cost them more in private eyes trying to police this.
More ushers.
Yeah, you got to have more ushers to police this. Be like, Jim over to Ron. Hey, Ron, see that little Hispanic kid? He's been back to the nacho bar 15 times in the last 5 minutes, and his entire family of 7 all have nacho plates.
Oh,
and they only brought, and he only got one armband, $152 ticket. Should we taser him? Should we put him in? What should we do?
Bubba, it's smart
Send
though.
him back to Venezuela.
It's smart though because it's baseball is despite them speeding it up and everything, it's still not the most exciting thing in the world. So they're trying to get in the gluttons now, like people that are just want to eat dinner or lunch and then maybe just have a baseball game on in the background while they're getting a hell of a deal.
It looks like it's in a certain section. You can't leave the section with the food.
Why did even the Tampa Bay Rays, who struggle with attendance, I don't think we struggle. I think we're a cog above them. Are we not?
Yes, we are.
I think we're like they're 31 and we're like 29 or something.
28, yeah.
And so if they did this at the Rays, oh my Lord.
Oh, it'd be.
But Brian, there's no way you're making money on that.
Uncle Eric, $100 on the cash app.
I mean, the food cost is relative. It's if
you take $52 of wholesale, Cheney Brothers food, you probably can't. A human being probably can't.
No.
It's not going to hurt you on hot dogs and hamburgers, popcorn, peanuts.
The problem you run into is opportunity cost. So you wouldn't do this if you would actually be selling this stuff at full price to a stadium.
If that
$50
if that $52 ticket that you're selling Upper Deck just didn't sold as a ticket to the game, and you got to throw this in onto the deal. That shows how desperate you really are.
I probably wouldn't do it for every game if I was them. I'd pick like weekday games and low,
Tuesday 1 o'clock games.
Yeah, low attendance games to where you try to drive up your numbers. I wouldn't do it if the
Yankees were in town.
The Braves are coming into town on a weekend. You're not doing this deal for people,
right?
So it looks like they are going to do it for every game, but there will be premium games. For when better
so the
teams
price
come
will go up.
Correct.
Yeah, it'll be like $100 a ticket when the Braves are there.
This is like when the Twins come in or something. $52.
Well, the Rays haven't done that yet because that'd be something I'd be interested in doing.
I wouldn't
even hold on. You know what? I wouldn't even go to my seat. I just sit there in the. I'm assuming they have like an area for you to go pick it up. Right?
Yeah, they do.
Like a food court area.
You
where
could do a Bubba food review from there.
Oh,
hey,
that's
it's Bubba.
Awesome.
It's Bubba. I'm down here in Miami. I got the $52 all you can eat gimmick here at the Marlins. The Marlins are playing. I think maybe the Red Sox. I don't know. But anyway, I haven't even been out to the field. But I am smashing the hell out of these hot dogs.
You've done a food review from a baseball game before.
I did.
You did.
The Tampa Tarpon one?
Tampa Tarpon one.
Oh, yeah, they had great food.
It was actually Yankee spring training, so it was a Yankee spring game.
Right.
It was March 9th, so a year ago, 2 weeks ago.
What is it, one more week of spring training? I think one more week.
Yeah, about that, yep.
One more week of spring training.
I think the Rays play, Tuesday?
What, a home opener?
Yeah.
I think it's the 29th.
Where's the Rays?
Thursday.
Where are the Rays spring
Charlotte.
facility?
Port Charlotte.
Yeah, Port
See,
Charlotte.
that sucks.
So they did it to expand down south.
Oh, so they did it to try to grow the Rays, and has it done anything for them?
Yeah, I mean they do pretty well for their spring training seats.
Yeah, more people over here want to see the Phillies, anyways.
Yeah, you mean because you have the Yankees, Phillies, Blue Jays.
Those are the three closest, I think, and then Pittsburgh and Bradenton, if they still do that.
So in Tampa, you got the Yankees.
Yes.
And in the order of probably the way in the order of attendance, you'd probably have Yankees, Phillies, Blue Jays.
Yep.
As far as I heard the Blue Jays, their
facility's really nice.
They
I think
use the same decrepit ass facility, but they put $1 zillion into it and really made it nice.
Correct. Yeah. And that's what they did. It's nice though.
And the Phillies one, it's nice. Have you guys seen it?
Yeah.
They're trying to
White House Fields or whatever it is, Spectrum Stadium.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
They're raising money to build a new one because it's out of date, according to the Phillies.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
and then they hold the town. Then they hold the city of Clearwater ransom.
Yep, that's what they're doing.
And be like, if you don't build us one, we're
gonna move.
Naples will.
No,
second
Orlando.
place Phillies.
Nope, they've talked about maybe going to Orlando.
Arizona pulls a lot of teams too because Arizona's got a bunch of money to build spring training facilities. They actually have teams that share them because they're so nice. So.
Are the Tigers still aren't in Lakeland?
Yeah,
are they?
Yep.
They're in Lakeland.
Yeah, they have a nice facility. But Orlando,
the Reds were in Lakeland for the longest. When Dion played for the Reds, that's where I would go see Dion sometimes. It was they were based out of Lakeland too.
Are you going to see him when he comes to town?
They're in Sarasota now.
If I was a city like Lakeland, I would build a massive complex that could house 4 teams and offer it to them. And because think about all the revenue and tourist money and everything you'd get. You'd have 2 airports to access it from Orlando and Tampa, and you would make it like a destination for spring training.
Do you know how they could single-handedly get all those teams too? Because all these ball players, because I was in the process of help. This is what I used to do for Dion. Is like January, I would get with a Lakeland realtor and say, "Hey, listen, I have a friend of mine who plays for the Cincinnati Reds. He'd like to rent a nice, like 3 or 4 bedroom house with a pool. You know, like but most of the players like stayed in like a hotel or something like that. Dion and Larkin and a couple other guys that were on the team, they would go in and just get a big 3 or 4 bedroom house with a pool. And so if you were building a sports complex to try to build in like these super high-end hotels and offer each team like, 50 or 60 rooms for those hotels to help house the players.
Are you going to see Dion when he comes to town next month?
When's he coming?
He's coming for this RiseCon event.
Well, then this is the first I've heard about it. So why don't you let me know?
You want me to send you
send me all the information so that Dion will. I'll corner him into being here. Absolutely. But you got to send me that information. In fact, see something, send something for everybody, from Seth to Rhett to Lummy to Macho Man to Anna to Brian. If you guys see something,
I sent it.
That we need to potentially be. Don't forget, we got a cash cube now.
I'll let Dion know.
So we need to know all big events. So what day is it?
It says it is
19th through 21st.
Yeah.
April 19th?
Yeah.
Through the 21st?
Yep.
Let me look at my calendar. April 19th through the 21st.
It's Hitler's birthday, the 20th, and Columbine anniversary.
And what's the official event?
It's called RiseCon 2024.
Okay, and what's it about?
I think it's like for entrepreneurs, people who are looking for inspiration, motivation, stuff like that. How to level up your life. A-Rod's going to be there. I see Tucker Carlson's face on it, but I don't see him listed as a guest in the Tampa con.
Where is it held at? The convention center?
I can't find the venue. I'm looking for the venue.
It looks like it's at the hotel, the JW Marriott.
So it's at like one of the ballrooms or something like that?
That's what it said, which is kind of weird. Which I have a feeling it's at the convention center. I feel like that's just the
Probably.
hotel.
How much are tickets?
A lot.
It depends what you're going for. I think at the most affordable is $808. That's the gold package, but the max package is $8,808.
A lot of 8s in there.
Yeah.
Now, what day is Dion scheduled to talk? Does it say?
Let's see.
Does it give Dion specific schedule?
I don't think so. It just has his name listed as a speaker, but I don't know exactly the itinerary of the weekend.
Yeah, I'll get Dion on. I'll get a show out of him, and I'll probably get to go see him.
Okay. Yeah, coming up.
Maybe should I go see him talk? You think?
Yeah, if you can get in, why not?
I mean, if I could get in, I'll be part of his. I'll be part of his entourage.
Thank you.
Be like, Dion, can I hang out with you? Can I go back? Can I be? Can I be part of the posse?
You should get Dion on the pigmentation podcast with the boys.
Get his hood card,
because they said he didn't have a hood card.
Yeah,
so let's have him face to face with him.
I think
on that.
they've done some 360 or some 180s on some of their opinions initially. You think I'm the coolest guy ever?
Nice.
If you want to hear that podcast, Seth did it yesterday with our new best friends, Lance. I always forget to. Don't tell me. Lance, Carl, and I keep wanting to say Obi, but it's not. What is it?
It's Lance, Craig, and Rio.
Rio.
Yeah.
Why do I always forget Rio?
And you call Craig Carl.
You forget a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's a new thing. We'll build up the Rio brand.
It takes a while for me to learn people's names.
You also had a water truck incident.
Yeah,
I feel like you shouldn't discount that.
It looks like Tucker is coming to Tampa.
What day is he coming?
Doesn't say the day, but he is going to be in Tampa.
Fantastic. I can reach out to him too. Can you imagine if I could get him in the studio? And by the way, he's been to this studio before. He's been here before. So thank you for that information. I'll reach out to those guys. Brian, is this too early? Like a month? We're a month out. Is this too early to shoot? Because I have their personal phone numbers. Is this too early to shoot them a text a month out? Or would you maybe wait one more week?
I'd wait one more week.
Right.
Yeah.
So at that point, you're 3 weeks out.
Maybe even 2 weeks is good timing. You don't want to get where they've already completely committed for when they're here. but you also don't want it to be so early that they're like, dude, I'm not even thinking about that right now.
Yeah, but
I would say with Dion, you do it sooner. With Tucker, I would wait a week.
And so how do I? This is how I would word it, and you tell me if you would change it, because I'll just put up my words, like, coach, ... Heard you're coming to Tampa in April. Is there any opportunity? Would there be an opportunity for you to come on the air and do a show? And I'd love to attend your speaking event.
I would flip it. So I would say, Coach, ... Heard you're coming to Tampa. Or just say, do what you did to me. Hey. And then see if he responds. I'm joking. I'm joking. Say, Coach.
There's no joking here. Just
heard you're coming to Tampa, ... Would love to see you and catch up and maybe even see you speak if I could. Also would love to have you on the show. So make it the friendship side of it first before you get right into business.
Right.
Right.
But he would be big.
That'd be huge.
Be huge to have.
We can do a card break with him, too. I'm just saying.
Eric Gill, $50 on the Cash App.
Yeah. We're not going to do a card break.
We might pull a Shador.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
I'd be so disrespectful.
You don't mention that to him. You just have him laid out with a Sharpie by it when he comes. It's implied, It's implied.
Oh, we're still good with Shannon at 9:15.
Yeah.
He got a line of people out the gate.
What's up, Permagrom?
Make sure we're thumbing the pages here, guys. We need the likes. Don't be lazy. Hit the like button.
What's up, Gary?
Give you all this amazing free content on here. And all we ask for you to do is thumb us a little. Just give us a thumb. Would it kill you?
Yeah, Dark Match Steve. Coach Prime want to get in the cash key.
Yeah.
Want to get in the
Fish on the
Joe?
J. Fish on the J, big pop.
Hey Gary, send me your phone number so I can text you about this this idea.
You're good for use them at Bubba events. You can get koozies.
I'm not in the. I lose track of my DMs easily.
I'll hook you up with some.
What's up, Jim?
Can you wear it when you give your big speech?
I appreciate it, Mitch. I'm down on myself. I think it could have been better, but I appreciate
got new
the
Buffalo
support.
Stand shirts made up.
What's up, Bubba Nash? I'll be here. I got a $25 appearance fee that Bubba's paying me in advance.
It's a Bubba $199 tomorrow, huh?
Sure is.
Spencer Square, Timothy.
I don't want to say demoted. I feel like I've just been fired.
Yeah. PJ's Hum Juice or what was it?
Oh yeah, Gator, we got some tops. We got some doing some baseball today.
You got replaced by DJ Flat Delts.
Yeah. I expected it. But that's okay.
Polsky really wants you and I to go on a play date together, Seth. I don't know what that means.
Anna had wanted you and I to become friends on one of the podcasts that we were doing.
I think it's pretty clear to see.
Yeah,
you guys linger together.
Thanks,
you guys
Gator.
have like pretty much identical
I just
lives.
gotta get him talking to the mic.
Children that are the same age, both daughters.
I think Seth enjoys me in the dose that he gets me on here. I think
he's thirsting for more.
He has. I don't think he is.
I think you're being
read.
humble.
I think your read is way off on
Thanks
that.
Are you trying to say that you don't want to deal with Seth more than you do?
That means a lot. Thanks, DK.
And you're trying to say that it's Seth because I think that's what you're trying to do.
I think that your read is off. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think so.
I think you
it's
like
clear as
seeing
day.
you like seeing people enjoy
Thank you,
relationships
Stumpy.
with each other because of what's lacking in your life. So you enjoy it vicariously.
Hey,
Just like you
Maria.
enjoy vicariously people eat.
Hey.
Those two.
Perhaps that's it, but I don't think so. I think you're deflecting. I think that you want more Seth, but you're worried that Seth maybe doesn't feel like he wants to reciprocate. But I see it. I see a romance brewing.
Thanks, Mitch. I appreciate it. I just said this is how older people hang out in passing.
Yeah.
I was like,
we don't make plans together.
Yeah, I was like, we do the show. We're doing card breaks. I was like, that's hanging out. Like
we
that's
text each other about cards occasionally.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, that's
Oh, big news though, Seth. I landed 2 of the 24 Panini Prism Megas that were on Walmart.com last night. For 3 minutes, they were sold out.
Jeez.
Big shout out to Wags. Thank you for texting me about that, so I could get on it.
Yeah, Wags sent me something too. Like, I don't know.
Wags usually knows about some of this.
He is like wired in, man. That guy must not leave his computer at all.
He said he also knows when like tennis shoes that are going to be commemorative items are getting ready to go on sale.
He must resell the shit out of stuff.
He said he made it through COVID by reselling.
Yeah.
What's up, Chris? Thank you, Trey. I appreciate it. Dark Match Steve.
The cruise was amazing, Biggie. The ship was awesome. They really got almost everything right with it. Still a little bit of room for improvement, but really enjoyed ourselves.
I'm here, Orange Cat. Don't worry.
Somebody's saying Venmo's down again, Bubba.
God damn it.
Somebody send us some money through Venmo so we can see if it's down. It's got to be more than $1. $1 makes it through. It's got to be, 3 figures or higher.
What up, Longwood? You stud.
It's got to be 101.
No, it doesn't.
I'm just saying it would be better.
Just send us $3.
Jay Bowler.
I
Snake
just
in the
don't
grass.
understand.
Now
Brian,
this is one random person named Tanner Cromley. It's not people in chat, it's a person in chat.
But Macho wanted me to let you know that he's now not going to DJ because Brian keeps making fun of his delts.
DJ Flat Delts?
Tell Macho Man that you can't give me this last minute fucking deal.
Well, he
What
says
up,
that
Ray Farm?
he doesn't understand why Brian won't let it go.
Because I don't let things go. I don't know why Lummy brought it up on the air in the first place.
Everybody
Macho
just
was hurting him, Bubba. I needed him to have more
You
confidence.
Macho
think
Man to
that
be a
we
little-
heal
tell
people
Macho
who are
Man.
hurting on this show, or do you think we kick
Tell
them off
Macho
the
Man
ground?
to be a little bit more manly on the show, please.
Well, he says he's
Stop getting
allowed
his
to
fucking
pop
feelings hurt
Brian's.
so bad.
What up, Cracker Chris?
Of course he would crush me. That's what
Everybody
makes
just shut up with this zookeeper bullshit. We're going straight ahead. Like we have more problems, bigger issues, and the fact that our Venmo might be down. So that's what the fuck we need to worry about.
DJing 199.
Eric Gill, $50 on the.
So Macho
cash app.
Man being butthurt over a trap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Gator. They're as much as Phoenix. It's like
I can
$4.25.
whip it out. Just
Eric
let me
Gill,
know.
20 on the cash app.
fuck is
Hope
going
Macho
on
Man
here with
beats
the
the shit out of
people?
Brian.
I mean, look, the funniest thing is the guy with no delts is making fun of him. I mean, come on. I don't even know that I have that body.
Make sure you subscribe to Bubba Army HQ. Otherwise, Bubba will have to take action. And there's a lot of power behind those short arms.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Now back to the BRN.
Can everybody man up a little bit here at the show and stop putting so much pressure on me and being a bunch of little bitches trying to create some stupid high spot? Macho Man will be spinning tonight. No ifs, ands,
How about
or
tomorrow?
buts. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you just found out it's Thursday like 30 minutes ago.
No, I'm
Now it's
sorry.
Friday.
Yeah, he might be spinning from a protein, overdose tonight, but Friday night for Bubba 199, he's going to be on the wheels, regardless of what schmarmy ass Toothy wouldn't know a delt if it bit him in the ass. Brian says about his delts.
He's DJ pre-workout now. How about that? Bring the energy.
The Z Morning Zoo on Z100.
When does Brian get an invite to 199?
Never.
He can, sure.
That was enthusiastic. I mean, yeah, but, I guess.
I mean, it gets to the point where, at this point, Seth, when we get all too many outer-lying co-hosts in here, and you're now taking precious real estate around those that actually fund and support the show the most, because those are the only people we really let in here. With regards to the Bubba Army, you have to be super royalty to get in here, a large contributor, if you will. And now you're we only have certain capacity. We got Brian over there, cutting one-liners, and Bubba 199 is not really his cup of tea.
It's not, all right.
I think long form, smart ass, schmarmy, liberal, baseline pissing people off, irritating, toothy, Puss Boy that's the arena he dabbles in broadcasting.
That's where he thrives.
Those guys love music, though, Bubba.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
well,
They love music.
I don't need them in here messing with my already beautifully selected, fully delted ones and twos. Okay.
Fully tilted.
Yeah. I don't need that schmarmy, toothy son of a bitch that's going to, take valuable real estate from little Wilbur's afterbirth. I could have him in here who appreciates, a guy that's very delty, spinning on the ones and twos.
That's right.
And is not looking to be anything other than an asset and not a liability, or be a dick. Because Brian just be a dick the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
I have that reputation.
I actually think that one of the reasons why he might be able to thrive in life better and maybe have a really good relationship with his hot wife and have a beautiful family is he's able to get all of his dickness, condescending, he's able to get a lot of it out on Thursday mornings, so it just waters down, his dickness brand a little bit. We're almost like therapy for him.
You got to remember, I'm all backed up too because I wasn't here last week. So
right,
you got 2 weeks of dickness constipation to let out here.
So I think that you coming on the show, acting the way you are, being a dick. Just being a dick. Probably the biggest one we got on, of all the co-hosts. Dan's a dick, though, too.
Eric Gill, 50 on the Cash App.
Dan's a dick.
To you,
To you?
No, Dan's just
Dan's very agreeable with you.
Not to me. No. Let's see. The way Dan and Brian treat me are completely different.
Correct.
Dan loves me, and I love him. Brian makes fun of me and is trying
to make fun of me
and trying to always, trip me up. Let's not forget the most infamous.
Bubba, it's been a long, long time, brother. Regina and Brian reached out to me and asked that I record something for your roast.
Yeah, let's not forget who's always trying to throw me off. That's
the greatest piece of audio in the history of the show.
It's two things. It's two things, Seth. It is the greatest piece of audio, and it's also the stiffest, dickest, lowest blow, too. It represents both. It's brilliant on both angles, but it just shows you how stiff you are.
But it was perfect for the roast. Like, if he just brought that in on a Thursday, that would be a problem. But, it was perfect for the occasion.
Listen, it's brilliant. I mean, it's strap worthy, other than he doesn't have the necessary delt built up to be able to hold this up.
No, not at all.
Can we put it around his waist or no?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah. Has he ever? By the way, has Brian ever had the belt?
No.
The belt?
No, I think you may have said that. Oh, I should give it to him like a couple times, but I've never actually had it.
You didn't say that.
I gotta be honest with you. The Hogan. I should have been warned. Chat should have been mumbling about it the Monday after the roast, where the Hogan high spot AI generated thing that you wrote and produced was, strap worthy, and I think I would have got it. I think you would have gotten it.
Okay.
We can't retro that now, but I think that piece of content that you wrote and created is very strap worthy. I think you got kind of screwed on one.
That's okay.
I really do.
I'm totally cool with it. I don't deserve it because I wouldn't have kept it longer than 10 minutes anyways. So
right.
You would have
got it, and then one
me.
of your little schmarmy.
Would have been too heavy for a shoulder.
I would have been the shortest reigning strap holder in Bubba Army history. It would have been you literally.
I think Dan lost it in 5 minutes one time.
I probably would beat that. I would have said something to tick him off. There's just no way.
You didn't get a chance. You weren't in here yesterday when we inflated the cash cube and put it in. But
I saw the video.
I'm sure you saw some of the video. What is your initial? Everybody has their own little opinion about the cash cube. What is your initial opinion about the the Diaco Law Tarpon Mark $10,000 cash cube?
The name needs some work, but I do love the cash cube.
The concept.
Yeah, the concept's great. I think
are you familiar with us taking it out? And if somebody follow us is on on one of our
spin the wheel, you can win a prize.
Right.
One sliver is going to be cash cube. Everything else is going to be koozies, ducks, hats, T-shirts,
keychains,
koozies.
Yeah,
lunch with Bubba.
No,
sorry, I forgot that one.
Stop that.
Sorry.
I've already been through that.
Sorry.
So you think it's pretty cool?
I think it's cool. I like the idea.
All right.
Whose idea was it?
Mine.
It's a great idea.
It was mine. It was my idea. Well, actually, it was my idea. but I stole it. I ripped it off from two different people. One, Alex Stein weeks ago said that before he made it big as the big-time controversial conservative bonsai journalist that he is, he worked for the Texas State Lottery, and one of the scratch off game, like when they would go live they would be like at various, like at the Texas State Fair, or they the Texas State Lottery would have a promotional presence at several different things, whether it be a Cowboys game or whether it be the Texas State Fair. Well, they had one of the things was a cash cube that you, as part of the Texas State Lottery, could go in there and he said people went absolutely nuts over it. So I remember him saying that. And then I went to the NHRA Gator Nationals last week, and I saw this guy named, I don't know, Big Audio Joe or something like that, and he's signing up. There's a line literally from here to, probably past Bakemore Pies, next to the urology, like from here to almost a urology place. There was a line of about probably 100 people trying to get into this audio Big Joe deal tent. They had this little prize wheel, and if you spun it, and he had various trinkets like the Big Joe simulated gold necklace and the sunglasses and the Big Joe, whatever. He had little trinkets that you would give. So I kind of like, okay, well, so I walked up and I go, how does this work? What's this all? How do I, what's going on? And they're like, well, if you if you open up your YouTube channel and you search us, or you scan this QR code, they had a QR code, and you hit follow and subscribe our channel, you can spin this wheel and win a prize. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I spun the wheel and I won like a keychain or something. But I did follow him. I've since unfollowed him. But I'm just saying. So I'm thinking.
You waited in the line?
No, I didn't wait in the line. I just went to the side and asked the dude. Because you got to understand, I'm pulling up in an official, media golf cart. Everybody else is on foot. I'm pulling up in a golf cart like I'm almost official. And I'm asking him what's going on. So the guy kind of VIPs me a little bit.
Oh, nice.
So I'm thinking, okay, take that concept where people have to sign up to one of your media, social media platforms, give them a trinket, but then maybe give them an opportunity. Then I'm thinking, Cash Cube. Let me research. So I literally Googled the top 10 inflatable, because it has to be something that's portable that you can take up and down from event to event.
Yeah.
So I typed in top 10 inflatable cash cubes, and the very first one that came up, and by the way, this was from a non-sponsored. I didn't go to the sponsored pages. I went to the first one that actually did a review of 10 cash cubes. Picked out, and it even has an Amazon link to it. And then before I bought it, I called Jay up and I said, Jay, will you help me sponsor this Diaco Law deal? Because I can't necessarily afford $650, $700 with tax for the cube, unless I can get some sponsorship. So Jay's like, yeah, we'll figure something out. Go ahead and get it. So I bought it. It came in. I got some fake money that we had around here. I also bought some more fake money because, Brian, I'm thinking that it's going to be more secure. Let's say we have it set up at a Bucks game, okay? And a person spins and it says cash cube. Well, the protocol would be like this. You have them, come around to the side. You have a piece of carpet where they can take off their shoes, like a piece of AstroTurf or, like that. They take off their shoes. They get in the cash cube. Now we have some rules where you can't bend down to the floor. You get 30 seconds.
You can't go up against the wall.
No. You can.
You want to block that because that they can easily catch all the money on their body.
You mean like build a dam?
Build a dam.
So you probably need to put a rule in, like
you got to keep your feet in the middle.
Feet in the middle.
Yep. That was one of my notes that I had when I was watching.
So we'll have these rules kind of posted, like by the cash cube on a laminated piece of paper, so they have to look at them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so then I got to thinking, well, if I really have $10,000 in there, like 10,000 real dollars in there, so what's stopping us being at the Bucks game or being, at Latin Latin Sons barber shop for Juneteenth, and literally a guy coming up in the pickup truck. Two dudes pull right up to your cash cube with AK-47s. They got butcher knives where they literally just cut the cash cube from the blower, right?
Yeah.
This is the scenario you came up with in your mind?
How many times have you played this scenario in your head?
A lot.
Because you bring this up every single
Bubba's
time.
in bed at night screaming,
Listen,
no butcher knives.
Listen.
No, just my cash cube.
Listen, don't you understand?
Take the merch crack, lead the show.
Hold on. Don't you understand that what some crackheads and bad people will do for $10,000? I mean, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for people that,
Yeah, but I don't think every Tom, Dick, and Harry on the street is going to know exactly what's going on and how much money is in there.
When they start casing us out, though.
I mean, yeah.
This is Florida. Everybody's got a gun.
So just hear me
be
out,
careful.
Brian. I think you would agree. This is how you remedy that.
Well, I know where you're going with it, and yes.
You put fake cash in there, and then once they get done with their fake cash, which is movie prop cash, which just looks just like it, they come over to me, which I got a gun on me, which by the way, I'm legally able. I can carry a gun unless we're in some. I mean, there's.
You're wearing the "We Are the People" shirt. We the People shirt.
Whatever. And I have, the money.
Are you going to bring your nice ass gun too, so you can flex on them?
The Yellowstone that they all got.
Don't worry about
six
Don't
shooters.
worry about
Wearing
your
a
gun.
cowboy hat.
I'm going to probably have a smaller concealed weapon with me on me, and so let's say a girl got like, okay, I'm counting it all out here. I got $210. I said, okay, here, give me your 210 fake, and now here's 210 real. Thank you, appreciate you.
You can go even safer and just do like Venmo or Zelle them the money.
Yeah, but a lot of
And
people.
then you don't have to carry any cash with you.
But then you get taxes.
Yeah, then there's paper trail.
Yeah, I mean, there's all
That's true, but
I was thinking about
taxes,
cash.
Bubba needs to write this off anyways. It's a business expense, so it's actually better that way.
Yeah, it might help our Venmo if we start giving out money at this point.
I'm just saying. And then you don't have to worry about carrying any cash there.
I appreciate that. You're probably right, but I don't know.
Then your nightmares of a gang of thieves rolling up on you with machetes and AK-47s
Like
goes
a Haitian
away.
gang or something.
But don't you think that people want cash for the event that they're going into?
There is an element of that, yes.
I mean, like nobody listen.
Is that Macho or is that you?
That's Macho. That's what I'm afraid of. What if a guy walked up and they fire those off into the air to let us know they're serious?
What the
Then
hell?
you might have to take a loss on the cash cube at that point.
Bubba,
but if it's fake cash
two
in there,
Haitians
then-
or Venezuelans, they've been casing us out for a few weeks, Lummy, and they roll up and they pull right up and they go.
Why is it got to be a minority?
And that's not what they didn't shoot any of us, but they did that into the air, letting us know.
Be good content,
Yeah,
We're gonna help them. We're gonna help them put the cash cube in their car.
Imagine all the media coverage you
Yeah,
get from
Bubba.
that. That's worth way more than the
we got robbed at
$10,000.
gunpoint.
We'll be able to start a
money.
GoFundMe and everything.
We almost no.
You almost want it. I would.
Bubba, we can go hire. We can go. Me and Rhett can go down to the immigration office and hire a couple guys to come.
You
in
could
and
have,
rob us.
like your very own gun carrier.
He's got every time Babyface talks.
It's like therapy for Bubba.
You could have Trace, Colton,
Get robbed.
What?
Stone Joey Logano.
I'll just do it myself.
No, he'll actually get shot.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to have the cash there because the cash is the certain element of that they are wanting to win. Nobody listen. If I have $100 cash in my hand or $100 in my Venmo, if I like the feeling of having it in my hand more than I have it in an electronic
Zelle
account.
is instant, but Venmo is not. So it's like, all right, see the cash in 3 days or whatever.
I'm like, they want the cash.
Now,
Call me a boomer, but they want the goddamn cash.
And Brian, you start doing Zelle and Cash App, and next thing you know, Bubba's got the IRS sniffing around again.
So just be
A lot
quiet,
of
Brian.
transactions.
I think my idea is absolutely brilliant.
It is
and
brilliant.
and you love it. And
No, I love it.
I mean, what? Listen, it's all about digital currency. We're doing two things. We're doing two things here. We are promoting our brand and creating content, and we're getting people to follow our brand, making them. And people that probably would have no idea about our YouTube channel. Like, some hot chick from Brandon Lummy that's going to the Kenny Chesney concert. She doesn't remember. She does. There's people in this town, and 18 to 34 that have never even heard of me. Right? They've never even heard of me. Now, and what I'll get is what I got at Kentucky Fried Chicken last week when the guy goes, "Hey man, I'm going to tell my dad I met you because he was a big fan." That's what I'm getting.
Why are you saying it like that's a bad thing?
No, but what I'm saying is, every one of these people are going to be in line to get in the cash cube, and now you're getting them at least on one of your platforms to maybe potentially follow you. And there's got to be a certain percentage of people that stick around.
We got to stamp the money, though, with some sort of Bubba Army stamp or something so they can't bring their own fake cash in there.
Well, we're going to be right there. They're not going to be able to just unload
TSA checks.
We're not going to let them just get in there.
Spread them.
They're going to be supervised the entire time, Brian.
Okay.
Idiot.
No, I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying. I got this all thought out, every possible angle, including getting robbed. So stop. You
don't think somebody could scout it out and figure out what fake money you're using and order their own?
Be fine.
Brian, we're not letting anybody bring anything into the cash cube. Quit trying to thwart it. It's good.
I'm not trying to thwart it. I
Doomsday
love the
porn
idea.
you guys are into.
All I said is we just got to stamp the fake cash with the Bubba Army logo.
No, we don't.
I think it'll be fine.
This is Tom being approved.
No, we don't have to stamp it. We're not going to have anybody say, "Hey, okay, I just spun cash cube on the prize wheel. Here, let me get in there. Okay, let me get my back pocket. I got two big piles
Wads
of money. Yeah, come
but
on.
isn't he your legal counsel, Bubba? Don't you feel like you should listen to him? He's offering you, legal advice here. Right? I mean, that's why
No, but I'm also using common sense first of all, he's not acting as my attorney. He's acting as a dick. He's my attorney. I know when he's an attorney and when we're attorney mode, and right now he's in show co-host being a dick thwart me mode, and we're not going to just let anybody walk into the cash cube unassisted. They're going to have taken off their shoes, and we're going to make them, we're going to make sure that they don't have anything in their pockets.
Exactly.
Maybe we'll have a little Tupperware deal where they put their wallet and their whatever in this little Tupperware deal. You hold it till they get down. Till they get out, you unzip them, and then you give them back their little Tupperware holder that has all their personal items.
Exactly.
And they then and then they exchange. They give you the cash. You count it out right there, and then you yell at me. But
so
you come and get me and tell them, hey, we need to give them $185.
So the scenario that just real quick, because I want to just make sure I understand this. The scenario I came up with.
Everybody, come. Prepare yourself for dickness in 3, 2, 1.
The scenario I came up with where somebody could bring in fake money is inconceivable. But the scenario you came up with where 4 guys in a pickup truck roll up on you with AKs and machetes is totally realistic.
I know
exactly,
it is.
Brian.
That's what I've been trying to say, you dumbass.
I understand now.
No, what I'm saying is, honest to God, I was taught. Listen, if you're
When was the last time you went to that side of St. Pete, Brian?
If you're at Bubba and Lummy and we're bad guys, and we're listening to the show, bad guys don't think right.
No, they don't.
They're like, listen, they want to rob people. They want to, deceit people. So you're like, hey, listen, you know what?
What?
They got this cash cube with 10. This radio guy's got this cash cube.
Oh yeah,
with 10,000 in. Okay,
you want to rob it?
It's right there in the parking lot. So what we do is we roll up in a pickup truck. I'll drive, and then
I'll get 2 guys.
You and Seth.
Okay.
Seth wouldn't do it. He'd be scared.
I'll get Macho.
You and Macho.
Filming it for us.
Could you imagine if we say, Seth, you got to be the one that shoots the gun off? We'd have so much anxiety. You'd be like,
Seth would clean the money for you guys afterwards. So you get busted by the feds.
Seth says, I want to be in the money counting business. I get to count how much we got. So all you do is we'll get a pickup truck. One guy drives right up to the cube. Lummy, I want you to take this AK-47 and I want you to shoot this in the air. Which is going to instantaneously make everybody run, right?
Yep.
All right. And we got these 2 big, machete knives, and we just hack it right from the blower, right?
Yep.
And if they got any sandbags holding it down or whatever, just hack it and literally throw the cash cube in the back. We'll have another dude jump on it so it doesn't float away, and then you jump in the passenger side
out of there.
and get out of there. That's why there's not going to be real cash in the cash cube.
just gonna have to kill me.
You're gonna, and you know what? I'm gonna have my 45 Magnum on me. So if you're gonna kill me, you better have it out.
Well, if they're
ready to kill
listening to
me,
the show, they're gonna know you're strapped. So
yeah.
they're not gonna come for you.
And what I might actually, and Tom Bean mentioned this, is I might hire an off-duty police officer.
There you go.
That costs you about $60, $75 an hour, whatever. And you hire an off-duty police officer or somebody like that to oversee the cat.
But now these thieves, they've been scouting you. They know who that off-duty police officer is. They get the dirt on him, and now they've got him in their pocket. So now it's an inside job.
If we're bringing the cream machine, we make the cream machine bulletproof, and Bubba sits in there at the window. We get one of those Brink trucks.
Did you say rink trucks?
Brink trucks. Brink.
He said rink.
You said rink trucks, you
yes,
buffoon.
He did.
Yeah, it's one of the companies.
Heavy tongue.
Heavy tongue.
When I come back, we're going to talk about the biggest news in Major League Baseball, and that is Ohtani, who went from the Angels to the Dodgers.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's this guy. He's probably arguably one of the greatest baseball players to ever appear in Major League Baseball modern day era. He's the first. I don't know when's the last time that baseball had a guy that was as deadly, as good of a hitter as he was a pitcher. That's so rare. Pete Rose was a hell of a third baseman, first baseman / hitter, but couldn't pitch a lick.
No.
Pitching is so specialized.
I think it was just Babe Ruth.
Yeah, but let me see Shohei manage a team too.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is this though. When's the last time that we had a guy that was potentially a 15 or 20 game winner in pitching, also bat 300 and have the ability to hit out 20 home runs?
Mike Hampton. No, I'm joking. He was a good hitter, but for a pitcher. But no, you got to go back to Babe Ruth, essentially.
Yep. And we don't even really know that, a lot of the records with Babe Ruth I heard are kind of sketch. Not necessarily.
Well, people just say that he was playing against guys that would never be playing Major League Baseball today.
I was pitching to him.
A lot of people were saying he was playing like American Legion guys.
Playing against plumbers and stuff.
Right. The pipe fitters, the local union pipe fitters came out there and Babe hit Babe was 4 for 5 with 4 home runs, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of sketchy data that comes back in the Babe Ruth era. I think you got to go to more like the the Mickey Mantle, Roger Maris, Hank Aaron, those are the Pete Rose.
It's funny that you brought up Pete Rose though in Shohei in the same sentence, given this story, as there could be smoke here.
Yes.
You think there's a problem potentially here?
I bet you Major League Baseball is begging that the story that was told is the truthful one, because Shohei's going to have a really hard time explaining all this money going from his account.
Yeah, he's going to need a lot of proof.
Well, because didn't he have a big gambling debt? Not Ohtani, but his interpreter?
Well, that's what the story is.
When we come back, if we were to tease the story, the Shohei Ohtani guy, this greatest baseball player arguably in the history of baseball, just signed the largest contract in the history of baseball.
What, 750 million? 700 million?
Something like just so makes A-Rod's $300 million deal look like peanuts, isn't it? I think it's north of 700
but
million.
it's deferred for like a decade.
I understand that, but it's the biggest contract signed in Major League Baseball, correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
So one of the best players ever and the highest paid ever. Now there's a big, huge controversy surrounding him about just all, I don't know.
Gambling.
Sports betting.
Gambling and
illegal sports betting in California.
And they're saying that it wasn't Ohtani, it was his interpreter who had access to his accounts. And so that's what, now, if that's the case, no problem. There's no issues for Ohtani. They're going to probably say, why in the hell would you give somebody this much access to your financial world? But that's not necessarily a crime. That's stupidity, especially if Ohtani can prove that it was not him. But there's a lot of people speculating that indeed the interpreter might be falling on the sword right now because it really is Ohtani. And if that's the case, I think Major League Baseball will get down. They'll drill down and be able to find it.
Oh, no, Bubba. It'll be like the Michael Jordan thing from back in the day when we went to play baseball.
For real.
Ohtani's going to go to the NBA.
If you want a deep dive into the Bubba the Love Sponge show from the past, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
We'll be back after these words.
And if you read the ESPN article, they're treading lightly because they obviously have a lot of money invested in MLB and they know what a property Ohtani is. But any other sport where if they didn't have the interest in it, they would be burying him right now. The story would be, what is Ohtani hiding?
Because save that for talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's great stuff for the show.
Yeah, no, yeah. Because I read the story immediately yesterday. I was like, oh, damn.
I read the Twitter comments, and then that led me to believe that he was the one that was behind it all.
I'm going to go meet Chi-Chi.
It's already made it.
Well, you're correct. I'm not going to argue with that. You're absolutely factually right.
Hello, world. Should I get back to you? I was running around all yesterday. I apologize if I didn't. What's up, XXL Gaming?
Oh, you received my message? Good morning, Brian Gilson.
What it do?
Good morning, Dr. Ned Boom Maker. What's up, DDP for life?
DDT.
What's up, Big E?
Yeah, you know me. What's up, Jeremy?
Yes, Brian made quick.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is your name, bro. Miliki?
I don't mess around. I just go pee and wash my hands.
Lloyd Wells.
Didn't even take time to dry them fully.
Be on fire.
I swear that's not pee on my hands.
Is Lloyd Banks still a thing?
Is Lloyd Banks still a thing? He's still alive.
Do you remember him?
Yeah, the rapper.
We on fire, burning up. Oh man, isn't it sad when you see these?
Good morning, John Kosteka. How you doing, buddy?
How old is he now?
Good, buddy.
41.
Big E, once again, the cruise was great. The Icon of the Seas was good. I went on Royal Caribbean.
We on fire.
What's up, Kirk?
Everyone don't strike me as a cruise guy.
I'm not. My family is. So I make my wife and child happy.
Nice.
Yeah, you got it, Jake. I'm working on something.
Stay there.
I've had a lot of people offer to help,
Not
which
be
is very
surrounded
cool.
by a bunch of strangers.
Yeah. Well, it's.
I just know I want to cover something around the big matches.
I mean, it's small.
But you're running into, and you can't like leave the hotel premises.
Right.
John, what's going on, man?
I've never been on a cruise, but
The 209.
go.
Yeah.
I think you're 209, 219,
No, I did not
209,
wear
I
a
think.
mask. I mean, that's
What's
kind
up,
of
Lunger?
ridiculous at this point.
Rascal?
Little rat.
Yeah, sorry, Mike. I know I let you down with my shirt today.
And you, Brian.
I need to get some louder shirts.
Caviar. What's up, DDP?
Yeah, you know.
Caviar tacos. Lumi's here with us.
Storage shed. Shalom.
I did get back.
Everybody, 46, 35 months.
For you basketball fans, the USF NIT tickets go on sale at 2 p.m. today to the general public.
Berto, I got your message, man. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you putting together something for my daughter, too. What's up, Brian? What's up, Danny G?
By like Friday night.
Danny, take me running, man. Let's go running. Take me running.
What? That's the thing. I don't want to sit up in the rafters either. I want to get lower level tickets.
What's up? Don't panic. It's organic, Gene.
How many people? 5.
I'm good, Carlos. Just get ready for pre-show Thursday.
They're gonna fly down.
What percentage of our current 3,000 do you think?
Caviar, I said your name 3 times.
Hey.
Lummy? Oh no, I was just talking to chat. Caviar.
Hey, Lummy, eat more coleslaw, said Marquez Valdez-Scantling's getting the key to Tampa today.
Is he? Oh, that's right. Yeah,
is he really?
He's opening up a clothing store.
Oh, is he? Okay, that's cool.
Some shit like that, yeah.
He's from the Packers, isn't he?
Yeah, he played for the Packers, Chiefs.
Well, he played for USF, more important.
What's up, Kabuki?
He's the one who's got that big-ass tattoo of the city of Tampa.
Yeah, no, MVS is awesome. Love MVS.
I do, DDP. I think that they're going to take it off Gunther.
Who's he going to end up with?
He's a free agent. Who knows?
What's up, Travis?
I could see him going to a team like the Broncos or something.
Makes more sense to go back to the Bucs with his tattoo.
DDP, I think they take it off Gunther and they get him ready for the heavyweight strap. I think they elevate Gunther.
What do you think is happening on Curb Your Enthusiasm this week, Seth?
Isn't it?
I don't ever really think of the...
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
After the show, make sure to check out BubbaArmyHQ.com. It's all things Bubba 24/7. And now back to the BRN.
We probably all have tried to live a heart-healthy life, and that ended up being difficult to maintain. For example, changing your diet, starting a new cardio routine. We often think living a more heart-healthy life means making big changes. Well, paired with a healthy lifestyle, the antioxidants in Super Beets are clinically shown to be nearly 2 times more effective at promoting normal blood pressure than a healthy lifestyle alone. For Super Beets, they are the #1 doctor, pharmaceutical, and cardiologist recommended beet brand for cardiovascular health support. It's plant-based. There's no artificial sweeteners and or colors. They actually taste good. Just got a couple new bags in a few days ago. Double your potential with Super Beet Heart Chews and get a free month supply of Super Beet Heart Chews, all with all bundles. You're also going to get a free full-size bag of turmeric. That's worth $25 by going to BubbaLovesBeats.com. That's BubbaLovesBeats.com. Get this exclusive offer only at BubbaLovesBeats.com. The Operation Pigmentation new potential podcast made its debut yesterday. That's available wherever you get your podcasting stuff, whether it's iHeart, iTunes, Apple, Spotify, or Bubba Army HQ. Go get that while you can. And then today, Anna and Seth get together and do 2 Live Jew, which will be available to download here by this afternoon. And then I think right after the show, do we have a small... Oh, I got to make sure I say it right. Do we have a card opening? We got it. Oh, I don't have anybody else on.
Yeah, there we go.
Seth.
We got microphone problems, and we've got a Topps Giant Box, 2024 Topps Series 1 Giant Box, chasing them rookies, looking for that Ellie De La Cruz, that Junior Caminero.
So now what happens here? I got to just, so I know because Lemmy's selling like some stuff on Bubba Army Store, Bubba Army Shop, BubbaArmyMerch.com. Him and Daniel Rose is doing something. What's our dynamic is we open these up, and then if somebody wants to buy one, they contact Seth? Is that how this particular one goes?
Yeah, if they like any of the cards that we pull, they can contact Seth. And then, we're also always taking interest in doing, bigger breaks.
Sure. Fantastic.
Like
So we'll be doing
hobby
that.
box breaks. You
Now,
know?
is this going to be taped or is it going to be live? I think we should just tape it.
Tape it.
Seth, tape good. Is tape good with you?
I was just thinking we just go live on YouTube like last time just to make it easier, but I'll let Rhett decide if it's something that whatever's best
Rhett,
on his end.
Could we go live just with a phone?
Yeah,
So
we can. We did it last week, but if you're able to let me set it up beforehand, then I'll get you set up correctly and everything.
Oh, really?
Well, remember
Yes.
when we've gone live a few times, other than the one with your phone, it's had that like weird audio being off thing.
Well, you don't want to use my phone. We already know my audio sucks.
Okay.
Well,
I think that's user error.
Yeah, it's gonna have to probably be your phone. You guys did it on your phone last week, and it was fine.
Yeah,
we did.
You did.
I know, but like you said, if we had everything, if we gave you notice, you could have everything set up and I'll potentially not have to use.
No, if you give me enough notice to use your phone for about 2 minutes to set everything up, yeah.
Oh, okay. So like maybe in the 9 o'clock hour, or right after.
No, it could be right after. Like as the outro is playing, I can walk in and set it up, and you can go whenever you want.
Oh, perfect. All right, so we'll do that. It looks like our little card opening thing with me, Seth, and Brian will be, probably maybe 10:05, 10:10, something like that.
Sounds good to me.
Then we can get out of here, Seth, and you can lather yourself up for 2 Live Jew.
I'm ready, man.
There you go.
I think maybe my 10th show of the week.
Listen, don't bitch. You love it.
I'm not bitching at all. I'm like
It's better being a Batista.
A what?
Bartista.
Yep.
Bartista.
That's true. Then I just
Nailed
had
it.
25-year-old.
I thought you said Bertista at first. I was like, no, way off.
No,
then you
he
said
was
Bartista.
doing some part-time Bartista work just to make ends meet because he's got to provide for his
I like it
family
better that way.
and he's a man. And he's like, listen, I got to get any kind of job I can find.
Absolutely.
So he found a Bartista job, but
that was one of the 3 jobs I had at the time.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, you being on the radio, being Seth Kushner, I guarantee you your balls are hanging loose right now. You're just, you're probably halfway high. You're feeling real good being on the radio right now in an air conditioning environment, not having to deal with some bitch that wants a latte smate.
Yeah.
Extra grande with a squirt of yippee-yo.
No, everything is great. I just go, like, at the end of the week, I'm like, man, I did, 12 shows. That's way too much of me, but I'm good to keep doing it as long as you want me to.
Yeah. So this is the Ohtani situation that we spoke about a little bit earlier. And everybody knows who this Ohtani character is. He's arguably one of the greatest players ever to play the game of professional baseball, and he's now the highest paid. And there's some stuff coming out about him that could really be a problem if it's really him. And I think, in my opinion, guys, I think it's 50-50 that this could be smoke and mirrors. The interpreter falls on the sword. I really do think that there's that potential.
Curry.
Can this guy speak any English? And is he even trying? Or no?
I mean, Brian, what's your, before we play it, what's your analysis of this potentially being Ohtani, a cover-up?
I would say I don't think it's quite 50-50. I think it's about a 25% chance that it's on Ohtani and three times the chance it's on the interpreter.
Seth, Rat, Lum.
Oh, I think it's totally the interpreter. 100%.
You do?
Yeah, I don't think he's that stupid.
Seth?
I think Shohei has something to do with it.
Rat?
Oh, sure.
Begin with breaking news here at 4. LA Dodgers superstar Shohei Ohtani may have been swindled out of millions of dollars by his interpreter.
And boy, that's a real quick 180 flip from swindled, because you're reporting it right now as I got swindled. But if you're really behind it,
can I give you the real timeline?
And you threw the swindle kicker in there, then I think it even makes it worse for you. What?
So Tuesday, ESPN speaks to the interpreter, right? He spills his guts, and he gives them this story on how he got into gambling debt. He met this guy at a poker room in 2021, this illegal bookie that is being investigated by the feds. He meets him at a poker game in 2021, starts betting sports. Did not ever bet baseball, according to him. He was betting more like international soccer, things like that. He runs up like $500,000 in debt right away, and then he starts going bigger and bigger to the point that he gets $4.5 million in the hole. And he says that Shohei agreed to help him pay off the debt. and did so by doing $500,000 incremental wire transfers from his personal bank account that Shohei listed as loan, right? So Shohei's people catch wind of this story, catch wind of the fact that the interpreter spoke with them. Wednesday, they talk to the interpreter, and he's like, retracts everything. He's like, well, he didn't know, and it wasn't so now that's what's creating this sentiment or adding fuel to the fire that this is all some sort of cover-up, that the interpreter's falling on the sword for Shohei to protect him, because the money clearly was transferred from Ohtani's account, and now Ohtani's people are saying he didn't even know it was transferred. It's theft. And it just really, wire transfers from personal accounts in that amount of money, that there's just no way that it's theft, in my opinion. Shohei, at the very least, he knew, and I think what they're probably worried about is that the guy probably was betting on baseball, but and then Shohei, by forwarding the money indirectly, was kind of betting on baseball.
I mean, indirectly funded it,
yeah,
right. And I mean, and betting on, and nothing freaks out nothing freaks out Major League Baseball more. And there's never been any more heavy-handed fines than the aspect of betting on the game.
Well, now
that is like their kid touching of a crime.
Now more than ever. Look at what the NFL did to Calvin Ridley, right? They suspended him. They kicked him out of the league immediately for essentially 2 seasons because he was caught gambling. Because now more than ever, they don't want Congress and the feds getting involved with this, because this is huge money makers for teams. Live sports betting, the sports betting sponsorships, viewership and interest in their games are going up because of sports betting, and they don't want to do anything to jeopardize what has now become their golden cow. It used to be off limits and taboo, and they knew that players were doing it illegally and behind their backs, and
Pete Rose style
swept it under the rug. Now it's out front and center. They want to celebrate the gaming side of this of the sport.
And so there's so much riding on this, from the integrity of this infrastructure of gambling that they've built on the up and up side, to the betting of the most, one of the worst crimes in Major League Baseball, and that is the betting of the game in itself by people that are associated with the game.
Yep.
That's like the worst. It really takes a lot of the validation that you've built. They're just now getting this betting on baseball from within the MGM and all that kind of. They're just now getting it. They're wrapping their hands around that whole aspect of it, right?
Right. Well, the former one of the former executives at MGM is going to prison because he knew that one of the guys involved in this gambling ring he knew of the gambling ring, the illegal California gambling ring, and allowed him to gamble his ill-gotten gains at MGM and Cosmopolitan. They just had to pay a $7 million fine to the federal government, and one of the former executives for MGM and the Cosmo is going to prison.
Was he cleaning his money there?
Essentially, they were allowing him to clean the money through the legitimate casino.
All right, here we continue on.
Editor Mike Rogers is at the desk with the shocking investigation. Mike, what happened?
Yeah, Juan and Amy, those are the allegations being made by Shohei Ohtani's folks. We just got a statement from them, but I want to show you some video of this interpreter. You know how
cool it would be if you were the highest paid human being in American athletics, and you really didn't have to deal with the news media because you couldn't speak any of the native language at all. You can't understand it, and you can't speak it. And so just think of all the drama that you don't have to answer or get yourself into, right?
Well, he can. He just doesn't, because he's more comfortable speaking in Japanese.
Likely seen him. We covered Shohei Ohtani's arrival here to Los Angeles pretty extensively.
If I'm paying this guy $750 million, I'm like, you know what? You need to talk English, buddy.
They actually, part of his contract is for his interpreter. He gets paid about $500,000 a year to be his interpreter.
And steal from him.
Yeah, he's like $350 to $500.
The suit holding the microphone there. Now, according to the LA Times, this all came about after a federal investigation into an Orange County man revealed that he allegedly is using Shohei Ohtani's funds to place bets with this illegal bookmaker who is under federal investigation. Again, that reporting coming from the Times, who first reported this story. Now, we did reach out to Shohei Ohtani's people, and I want to show you a statement that they gave to us here. It says, quote, "In the course of responding to recent media inquiries, we discovered that Shohei has been the victim of a massive theft, and we are turning the matter over to authorities." Again, that is from the law firm that is representing him during this whole situation. investigation. We have reached out to the Dodgers for
He's already lawyered up.
a statement. They haven't responded just yet, but the LA Times reporting that the interpreter has since been fired. The LA Times also reporting that the loss here, according to them, from Shohei Ohtani is said to be in the millions of dollars. The U.S. Attorney's Office in Los Angeles is apparently investigating this case. We're trying to get a comment from them as well. So far, waiting to hear back from them, but of course, we're going to keep working this story here from the desk, guys.
Yeah, more to come on this one for sure, Mike.
So now, did more articles get into the specifics of dollar amounts?
Yeah, ESPN had a pretty good comprehensive article out on it around 5:00, 6:00 last night.
And give me the overview of that, if you could.
That's kind of what my
do you
reporting
do you remember the numbers?
It was $4.5 million was what
$4.5 million
is what's alleged.
Now that was $4.5 million taken from Ohtani's account, or Ohtani gave it to somebody. I mean, like.
Well,
allegedly taken, right?
It was wire transfers. It was wire transfers from Ohtani's account to this a friend of the bookmaker, who then got the money to the bookmaker.
But will they then go in and potentially see who? I mean, can they prove who actually is the one that set up that wire, or would it be impossible? I mean,
they could probably look at the data to see where it was sent from, what time, and then also look at Shohei's cell phone records to see where he was geolocated at that moment.
So let's say that it's this specific, a few $1,000,000 or a large sum of money was transferred on this particular day, right? Well, happens to be that Ohtani was in Seattle that day. Playing the Mariners, and the wire transfer came from Los Angeles.
Well, except
wouldn't that show you that he didn't do it because
his interpreter was always with him? So when he's on the road playing baseball, his interpreter's with him.
Oh,
they were like best friends.
Yeah, they were best friends like through their whole lives. This is a hanger-oner.
Did the interpreter live with them too?
That I don't know, but very well could have.
If he didn't, then that could be a potential deal where, the wire came from this particular IP, and it's not Ohtani's house. It's a different house. Whereas if the interpreter lives with Ohtani, that even makes it harder because he now has, would have the same internet as Ohtani as well, right? I mean, that would probably be the only way they could catch him. I don't know.
Well, I don't think they were best friends for life. They hired him from the Red Sox.
Is he?
I'm just saying, maybe not life, but I've read that they were best friends.
Yeah, they were best friends when he started working for him. I guess about 5 years ago.
Yeah, what a money grab.
Yeah,
I mean, who's lending their friend $4.5 million? So this is what doesn't make sense. So how would the guy have access to his bank accounts if they're not best friends, like truly best friends?
Right. And Ohtani is straight up calling it, "You robbed me." So the best friend card is going to get thrown right out the window, and it's going to be each guy grabs his best hold not to go to federal prison, because this is a federal prison deal. Is it not? Is this not a federal? Not only if this is, no matter if it's just the interpreter, this is a federal, and Ohtani is cleared, and he doesn't get kicked out of Major League Baseball or anything like that. This is whoever did this. I think it's federal prison stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely, this is a part of a large federal investigation. The ESPN evidence they have, they saw absolute proof of two $500,000 wires so far that they know of. So at least $1 million sent from Ohtani's personal account in September and October. You know what happens in September and October, Bubba? Playoff baseball.
Right.
So that
was there more activity during the playoffs than normal?
That's all they know is all they've seen and publicly disclosed are those two payments of $500,000 each sent from Ohtani's account to the bookie's friend who funneled it to the bookie in September and October of last year.
Wow.
But that's what I'm saying is you don't really, uncover this theft.
I know, but what I'm saying is that really puts it on Ohtani.
But the Ohtani, because it flies in the face of what Ohtani's legal team is trying to say, that they just uncovered that he.
Hold on now.
If you have $1 million missing from your accounts, you would know it.
But can they determine if it came from a phone or it came from a laptop or it came I got to right?
Yeah, they can. Well, they can seize those items and definitely determine it from that.
And at the end of the day, if it came from a phone and Ohtani and the interpreter, I don't know, and the interpreter used his phone. I don't know. Would you say the Ohtani people would say that he used Ohtani's phone to do it too? Like, to me, the more they whittle this down, the more potentially it could be Ohtani.
Well, I don't know. They looks like this guy's falling on the sword because it happened fast. And the good thing is for Shohei doesn't have to talk to anybody about it. So
now they have nobody who can say what he actually
right. When your interpreter is the bad guy, and you're not going to get a lot of you don't got to worry about much.
Yeah.
This is mafia stuff right here. I mean, this was like, hey, Shohei, they had this figured out ahead of time. Shohei's like, if we get busted, you're going down.
Yeah, and the mob runs, like the mob runs the whole gambling racket. Even if the gambling racket is now more pop culturally, like on your little app MGM and whatever, I think the mob still has heavy ties into it.
So the interpreter wisely said, "I'm terrible at gambling. Never going to do it again. Never won any money."
Well, it looks
now, hold on. If let's say that the interpreter did it, okay, Brian?
Yeah.
And Ohtani says, we're not going to press charges.
Right.
Does he get off scot-free and okay.
Well,
the guy took a bunch of money from me, but I got a bunch of money and I don't want to put my friend in jail.
Well, according to the interpreter who made a statement to ESPN is that he went to Ohtani and asked him to help him out, and Ohtani said, never do this again, and he paid it off for him.
And that was the statement at first, and now Ohtani's team is saying it was theft. But here's the thing that doesn't make sense. $4.5 million, Ohtani would notice that at some point. He has people watching his money. It doesn't make sense. It flies in the face of everything that of logic that would say, and the problem for Ohtani is this. He's the one who transferred from his account. This is why his legal team is saying this. If he's the one who transferred it, then he's essentially the one engaging in illegal gambling. I mean, if you're paying,
if it's coming from Ohtani's account, the people that are receiving the money they don't know that it's for the interpreter via Ohtani's account.
Well,
right?
they do know that if the interpreter tells them that's going to happen. But the issue for Ohtani is he's involved in this illegal gambling ring. I mean, he is paying the money directly to. That's the crime. The crime isn't, hey, put a bet for me and then I don't pay you. The crime is, hey, put a bet for me and I pay you that money. That's when the transaction is complete. And Ohtani's a key part of that transaction if he knew about the payment.
I mean, does this Wonderland Franco him?
Child rape's a little bit different than illegal betting, but it may be something.
Same result, out of the league.
Maybe it may end up with the same result. I don't think he's going to do jail time for it.
Does Wonderland Franco ever clear his name and be able to play again, or is he absolutely done?
No, that ship sailed. He's done.
Boy, that was a wasted. We had so much involved in him. We had so much development in him. We really nurtured this guy along, did we not?
We have Junior Caminero now, so it's all good.
Same, is he just as good?
No, but he'll be fun.
No, but he'll be fun.
Yeah, and he doesn't sleep with 14-year-olds that we know of.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com and sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Good morning, Tricky, if that was for me, but it probably wasn't. It was for Brian Gilson. But good morning to you anyways.
Access Hollywood tape immediately gave Stormy's story more salience. How are you? Hi. How are you? The campaign is more sensitive to any kind of news coming out about Trump that's negative. And so now, the National Enquirer, they're very much interested in the Stormy story. When Cohen finds out about her story, he initially goes to David Pecker, hoping that Pecker's going to kill it. And Pecker's like, not this time, no.
It's a big lunger. How are you? Lunger, sorry.
I was very relieved when Gina started reaching out and offering me the chance to keep it quiet. I was fucking terrified.
I'll answer you later, Trey. I got the email though.
right, you're good. I'll hold it down.
Wonderland.
Yeah.
I was very relieved when Gina started reaching out and offering me the chance to keep it quiet. I was fucking terrified. I mean, people had been suspiciously killed for political reasons. It was really about two things. Trying to keep the story from coming out so that it would not hurt my husband and my daughter and I wouldn't lose my life. And
Haiti debacle. My take on it is not really anything we can do about it other than try and do what we can to get a real government in place there. It matters to us because of the potential impact to Florida, certainly, with boatloads of Haitians potentially trying to come here. But the place is really a war zone right now. So I feel for the Haitians, but the world sucks. Thanks, Skippy. I wouldn't do that airtight, but, you know, that would be a way to eliminate the problem, just not the one I would endorse. I think they would qualify for asylum. I think the rules surrounding Cubans and Haitians in this country have been screwed up for a long time, and that all needs to be looked at. You know, the one dry foot rule that applies for Cubans since 60 years ago, but not for anybody else. On paper, Jeff, on paper only. Like Trump, I don't actually have the ability to, I'm not liquid in that way. Oh no, definitely tough call, Snizook. I mean, it's not easy.
Is this tattoo on Wander's neck when the date he started in the and
What date is it?
and
MLB. What's the date?
20 I guess June 6, 21.
Yeah, that probably would have been his debut.
He's young. He's like 23.
Yeah.
Well, that's,
Grand opening, and then his other title have the last date he was in the MLB. That actually may be the birth date of his next girlfriend. Just waiting for her to ripen a little before he goes for that juice.
Is he? I don't know if you can wait that long.
Dude, you gotta wait. I saw a wino eating grapes the other day. I went up to him and I said, dude, you got to wait.
Is that a Mitch Hedberg?
Yeah.
And I didn't know that from the material you just shared delivery.
Thanks, Bubba fan. I appreciate it.
What is the? I feel like we've looked. What's the age of consent in DR?
Price.
I think there'll be more. I think there'll be more to come.
It's 18.
18.
Oh, it is. We did look.
Yeah, it's 18
okay.
in DR.
Let's see.
We were surprised by it.
Yeah, that they would actually have, but
Care
it
about
is a religious country, so it does make sense from that standpoint. It's
Was it Catholic?
Hyper religious over there. Yeah.
They believe in walls.
the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Missed part of the show? We got you covered at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Now back to Bubba Live Worldwide.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Again, the Bubba the Love Sponge Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BETTER, BetterHelp, HELP.com. It's all about online therapy, my friends. A lot of us try to spend our lives wishing that we had more time. The question is, time for what? If time was unlimited, how much would you use it? The best way to squeeze in that special thing into your schedule is to know what's important to you and make it a priority. Therapy can help you get there, to find out what matters to you so that you can do more of it. If you're thinking about online therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited for your schedule. Fill out a brief questionnaire that gets you matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time. It's not a big deal. Learn how to make time for what makes you happy with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/BTLS. That's 10% off your first month with that. Again, that's BETTER, BetterHelp, HELP.com/BTLS.
Come on, Brian.
What's he? What?
Playing with HR?
It's warranted. I'm gonna fire myself. I just let out.
Hold on.
Oh man.
Did you just fart?
Bad.
It wasn't. It was really bad. It was. Really,
I didn't know snowflakes could fart.
Really bad.
But we're doing the read, and next thing you know, Brian's taking the Febreze.
Brian, what is going on?
With that chair, Dan,
I
Brian?
immediately apologized to them. Immediately. Like before it even got to them, I said, guys, I'm so sorry.
You said, hey, guys, I farted. It smells really bad. Sorry.
I mean, yeah, I apologize.
Don't forget Operation Pigmentation. Seth's Barbers were in the studio yesterday. They did a little podcast. It's available wherever you get your podcast stuff. And then today we'll do 2 Live Jew, and that's available for podcast. Really, the most efficient way is to go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App at the Bubba Army. Hopefully we can pull the nose up a little bit on March has been a little slow too.
Yeah.
I think our Venmo being down most of the month is one of the reasons why March was slow.
Yes, a lot of people love using Venmo.
I know, and Venmo has just broke it off right in my ass. As you know, Stormy Daniels has a new documentary coming out. Oh man, Brian, I wish I could play a piece of audio and video that I used to have.
Yeah.
I mean, I truly, you're part of the legal part of this, but you know that I truly was the very first person, and I think July or August of 2007, that she actually talked about this happening.
Yep.
Didn't come into play until, I think, 15, 16 when he was running for president? I don't think him sleeping with Stormy came into play.
Oh, it was 16.
In 16.
Yeah, it was 16.
So
it was like summer of 16.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I had this 9. I had her in my studio laying out where she slept with Donald Trump.
And that's how we know it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to question the validity of her claims.
Laying it all out on my show that I subsequently that I no longer own. Let's just say that. The powers to be felt as if that clip or her appearance on my show would be so damning for her in contract negotiations that they bought it from me. And I don't own it anymore. Can you believe that? Remember that, Brian? Jesus, that's crazy. But it validates what, I mean, it 9 years before it was I mean, she announced it literally, what was it, maybe 30 to 60 to 90 days after it had happened?
Yeah, it was very recent, and
had her in the studio. Had Bubba Sparks in here, the rapper.
Yep.
Spice Boy Brent and me. Had Stormy in the corner. Her boobs were hanging out. God, they were nice. And she was like, "Yeah." My question was, "Tell me some of the famous celebrities you have slept with." And she audibly said, "Dave Navarro and somebody else. I forget."
Wasn't it a Motley Crue guy?
Maybe. But she said the best ever is somebody I can't verbally tell you, but I can write it down on a Post-it note. And she wrote down Donald Trump. She showed it to all of us, and Bubba Sparks goes, "Damn, I thought I had I thought I had a chance with you. The guy, you mean the guy on TV that does The Apprentice?" And she's like, "Yes." And then she goes on to say that it was the best she ever had. Completely opposite of what she played. So anyway, Lummy, maybe that's why she's not returning my DMs. I'm trying to get her on to promote. I'm trying to get her on to promote this documentary that she's doing. And she's doing. I think, is it out now or is it coming?
I thought it came out over the weekend.
See if it did.
My friend was like, "You might actually have a problem. I don't want to scare you, but based on the things you've told me, now you're the whole Republican Party's problem."
I got a feeling the trailer
And
might
they
tell
like
you when
to
it
make
comes
their
out.
problems go away.
A recording of
I hope so.
Donald Trump made more than a decade ago has surfaced. It is lewd, it is vulgar, and we caution you, you won't want young children to hear it.
I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet.
I'm automatically attracted to beautiful women. I grab them and I kiss them. It's like a magnet.
It looks like it aired on one of them aired on Monday on Peacock.
Okay, so there's several then, right?
That's what it's
I'm
looking
assuming
like in this
there's maybe
article.
multiple episodes, and the first one, the very first E1 might have just aired
on Monday. Yeah, that's
on
what this
Monday. Good. I'm
article
gonna
said.
try to watch it.
I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it.
And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. And this is when he says, "Grab them by the vagina," and I'm gonna have to beep that out.
You can do anything. Whatever you want. Grab them by the...
Grab them by the kitty. Grab them by the kitty. You can do anything. Donald Trump. This is all Donald Trump.
Access Hollywood tape immediately gave Stormy's story more salience.
Hello, how are you? Hi.
Mr. Trump, how
Nice
are you?
seeing you. Terrific.
Hi, I was just talking to Billy in here about grabbing your vagina. How about kicking it out wide there, bitch? That's what inside my mind's saying.
More sensitive to any kind of news.
Billy Bush, if I remember right, man, he got fired.
Yes, he did.
Trump became president.
Stormy made $130. Everybody seems to benefit on me and Billy are the only ones that got hold in the bag.
Thing.
Yeah,
Me and Billy are the only one took an L.
I
should have bought a $99.99.
You're going to try to tell me that I didn't take an L on the Hogan sex tape, right?
You did.
No, you took an L. I think Hogan told you that.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question as a lawyer.
Yes, sir.
And at the time, I don't know if I can. I'm supposed to be talking about this or not, but I think I can. But I settled with Hulk Hogan because Cox Communications was telling me we don't want our morning guy to be getting sued by Hulk Hogan and court. We don't want you to be part of a lawsuit. So whatever you got to do to get out of this lawsuit, and that's going to determine whether you keep your job or not. That's what was being held over my head. So I settled with Hulk Hogan, giving him the rights to those two I don't know if it was 2 or 3 DVDs. So he was the sole owner of those DVDs, which allowed him at that point, Brian, to negotiate. What if, my question to you, Brian, legally is, what if I hadn't settled with him and I said, no, I'm not giving you possession or ownership of said DVD. I'm going to retain that. What would I have been? Would things have changed? I mean, I might have lost my job from Cox, maybe, but what in the legal realm does that put me in a seat to make some money? I mean, would I have made some money?
It would technically have been your property. It's complicated.
So at that point, then the jury has determined that Hogan has been wronged to the point of $141 million, but then he'd have another situation having to settle with me because I own said material that he was supposedly wronged on. Like, I mean, that's a real legal question. I don't know if you're looking up or not. I'm
not looking it up.
What would have changed had I done that?
The whole deal with him trying to get the tape back, I don't know that anything would have changed on his end necessarily. It made it cleaner that he was the owner of the video because he could squash any further use of it.
Right.
very easily as the owner.
Can you imagine if I owned it? I'd be like, hey, not only do I own it, but I'm going to make a hit series out of it. And you guys win about an hour, if I remember right. So let me go ahead and, instead of minute 41, let me go ahead and whittle out 43 of the best minutes.
Hogan does best.
Yeah, you want to see Hogan high? You want to see a Hogan off the top? Here we go. I mean, would it have been
the third leg drop?
It would have been interesting though, right? I mean, it would have changed the legal.
Potentially, yeah.
It potentially could have changed the legal path, right?
Potentially, things could have been different.
And so now the National Enquirer, they're very much interested in the Stormy story.
And by the way, my sex tape is very much involved in this story. A lot of people don't know that, and I can't really get into it. But my sex tape is very much tied to a lot of all of this, especially the Michael Cohen stuff.
Story. When Cohen finds out about her story, he initially goes to David Pecker, hoping that Pecker's going to kill it. And Pecker's like, not this time, no.
On October 2016, Michael Cohen offered Stormy $130,000 in hush money on Trump's behalf. Now, what you don't realize is I'm going to be quiet.
I was very relieved when Gina started reaching out and offering me the chance.
Gina Rodriguez, by the way, who I had a ton of interaction with as well.
And to keep it quiet. I was fucking terrified.
Yeah.
I mean, people had been suspiciously killed for political reasons. It was really about two things.
Hey, Brian, do you think when my documentary comes out, I might get killed?
No. I mean, yes, absolutely. Probably 4 guys in a truck.
Yeah, it's going to be those guys that steal your cash
Same
machine.
guys. All your nightmares are going to come true.
It's a long con.
I'm going to be on the grader, and here comes this guy just literally drives out to the middle of the track. And I just slump over.
Wouldn't be a bad way to go out.
Trying to keep the story from coming out so that it would not hurt my husband and my daughter.
I mean, we have so much Stormy footage we really need to maybe concentrate on. Remember, I have.
It's all up on
listen,
YouTube.
Hold on, do we have the point where she was like, we had her in some sexy Bubba Army corporal shirts and she was slinging the Bubba Army merch? Do we have that up on YouTube?
No.
Maybe we should. I mean,
I don't know if I've had it.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen that. We have a couple other things.
Yeah, I got. Let me find all that. Let me get a hold of between. Let me find all the Stormy stuff I got to you guys. Maybe we could make. Rhett, we might be able to make little 1-minute shorts out of it. But I gotta get it to you. I know where it's at.
Okay.
And I wouldn't lose my life.
I got her. Remember, she was doing Sexy Time with Stormy.
We have that.
But I got a bunch of video of her, like having like a real hot Bubba Army girls tank top and saying, "Hey, it's Stormy Daniels, and make sure you go to Bubba." Was it BTLS.com or whatever the hell it was?
Yeah, it was BTLS.com.
I got her doing all kinds of B-roll stuff for me.
And that there would be a paper trail and money trail linking me to Donald Trump so that he could not have me killed. All I had to do was sign this piece of paper.
But I had you on my show.
And collect.
By the way, the guy we cut the deal with, he's in prison right now. Michael Avenatti.
Yeah.
What happens, Brian, when you got an agreement with a guy that's in prison?
Not much.
I'm just saying, like, can you break that agreement, or can he sue you from prison?
Yeah, anybody can sue.
But is it tougher to sue from prison?
I mean, his credibility might be in question, but if you're clearly breaching a contract, it's the fact that he's a scumbag doesn't change anything.
Lummy, you want to do Shannon next?
Yeah,
All right,
do it.
let's do Shannon. The Shannon Burke, which we're going to start having it on Thursdays, about 9:15, 9:20. Wednesday, we got Alex Stein.
Yes.
Thursdays, we're looking at Shannon Burke. And then we have somebody we're looking at.
Tomorrow, Don Miller.
Oh, tomorrow, the Don Miller, the midday guy, the African-American gentleman.
Yes, sir.
That does middays on Photoman Radio. That's not going to be an ongoing thing. It's just going to be a one-off.
Yeah.
But the Shannon Burke deal is an ongoing thing. He's our Thursday 9:15, correct?
Yes, he is.
And we'll do him next?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yes, this is a daily telethon. We got to keep the lights on somehow. So don't forget PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. All at BubbaArmyHQ.com.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
We'll be back after this.
Yeah, I got him. What's up, guys? No, you're good. You're good.
I hide it because I'm ashamed of it. Not only do you hide it from yourself, but you hide it from the people that love you. I'm going to kick this. You got me?
I got you, buddy.
Cool. Level's good?
Level's great. We got like 4 minutes and 14 seconds.
Okay, brother.
I'll have one more in the chamber for you. You smelled it. You had spray. You enjoyed it. You could have sprayed it any time. You should have
Well, I'm
sprayed
putting
it
on a
immediately.
show a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
For people.
It was gross though. That wasn't. You didn't really have to exaggerate the acting. It was pretty bad. It was so bad. I thought it was disgusting, and it came out of me.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's
My
pretty bad.
fart last break.
It's really bad.
It was really
And
bad.
it's funny because on Monday, Dan let it rip, and I got in trouble because I started laughing.
Oh.
And Bruce was talking about something else.
Was his smelly or just loud?
No, just I can always hear. But he doesn't do one a show. It's like
Oh, he's constantly
I can hear it
farting?
constantly.
Oh.
Yeah. And he always leans.
Good morning, Stacy. If that's for me. No, it's not. It's not Brian Gilson. People call him Gilson, not Brian. I see that on here and I respond. People saying good morning to each other, and I try to be polite and say good morning back, but it's not for me. It's for another Brian.
Whatever, you can take it as a.
Yeah, whatever. Good morning. Whatever. Who gives a shit?
Changing FlexPath format. Set your own deadlines and access coursework anytime.
So Dan likes to fart on you.
Yeah, he leans in my direction, or away from me so that his
Yeah,
ass
of course.
points.
When they put it on hold indefinitely last night, they were only doing it because they weren't ready to issue this order. It wasn't anything final. They just definitely last night.
I have not, Scooter.
Caviar Tacos have been putting on a gun show the whole time. Usually, like every other segment, I'm trying to flex.
I don't watch a lot of TV, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, neither have I, Scooter. I mean, if I do watch something, it's usually sports.
On TV?
Yeah. Although I did watch, or started watching that Quiet on the Set about how
You talked
gross
about it
Nickelodeon was. Yeah.
I'm still
Good
trying to finish
morning.
the octopus
In the
murders.
buckle brush.
Octopus murders.
No, Dr. Dan has not offered to give me a ride in his new Lambo yet. I know he's Lamborghini guy now, though.
If I could go into a time machine, would I go into the past or into the future?
Future for sure.
I mean, am I gonna lose time? Do you know what I mean?
No, you
Like,
get to go back. I
So
mean, are you
just
going to be
like
stuck in the past?
No, I mean, would I get to relive my life versus like going 30 years and now I'm 66?
But you go back in time, you're going to be your current age.
What up,
I don't know what the rules are of this supposed.
That's true. But I don't think you go
They
back in
do.
time and then you're the age you were. I think your physical body goes back in time now and you're the age you currently are back in time.
Okay, I don't know what the rules are. I thought back in time means like I go back to 22 and then relive it again. Do it
Oh,
differently.
that's different. Yeah. If it's that, then you would want to
pass.
go. Everybody would take a pass. So nobody's going to go to their future and live that now.
Yeah. Let me go 40 years.
We got Shannon, Johnny Johnny fucking Red Pill, and we got Brian, Johnny Blue Pill here. This should be great.
Shannon says he can't wait to talk to Brian.
Oh, I know. I got some stories. Fucking.
What? Roast Brian?
Huh?
There we go.
I don't know. I don't even think Brian's up.
26 seconds, Shannon.
I mean, in comparison.
Well, of course, relatively.
Relatively, yes.
Well, what other conservative?
Do you want to hear all the times Hulk Hogan or Tucker Carlson called in? We have it all for you on BubbaArmyHQ.com.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Standing by from his palatial home studios via Comrex, modern technology at its finest, and it's very studio quality, and we're going to start doing it every Thursday, about 9:15, 9:20. Wednesdays will be Alex Stein. Thursdays will be the Shannon Burke. He's standing by now. Shannon, what's up, my friend?
Good morning. How are you, brother?
This is great. This is the first opportunity that I've had you be able to be on the air with Blue Pill Brian. Well, you know.
Patroni, how are you, brother?
Good,
What's
man.
going on?
How you been?
Now, do you listen to the show sometimes, Shannon,
All
and
the time.
you get frustrated at Blue Pill Brian?
Absolutely frustrated with him. That's why I like him on the show. You know, I like to have the same thing with my program. I like to have people at least give their opinion if it's opposite, and you know, that's the way we get back to you know, some type of unity. You know,
Yeah,
Not
but you
just-
don't have that guy on your show constantly taking stabs at you and telling you how stupid you are and how much you lost it all and you're a fat ass and sex tape ruined you. And you're a
Got a gob.
I mean, if you're looking for somebody, Shannon, I could be that guy for
Could you?
I'm just saying.
Good morning, everybody. Hello, Anna. Hello,
Hi.
Brian.
How things in Florida Man Radio? I think starting on our maybe perhaps third week or second week. I don't know.
Yeah, it's incredible the reach we have now, and people that call the show and leave open mics and stuff that like they either just discovered us, or you know, one thing I get a lot. I don't know if you're getting it either. But there's a lot of people like, hey, I'm in Florida on vacation, and I'm just scanning around, and I found you guys, and we never got that before because we never reached the beaches here, you know. But now we do.
Now we're. I mean, you could literally be at the Speedway or on the beach at Daytona and get 103.1. That's cool.
Oh yeah, it's incredible the reach we have. So it's been great. It's
Now,
only gonna get better.
don't you think that my cash cube might work?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to you about the cash cube. I think it's a great idea.
I mean, is it not one of the best radio potential, promotions ever? A cash cube.
You're the king of showmen, and I think it's a brilliant idea. What's that thing run on leaf blowers?
Yeah, kind of. It's a kind of
blow up Willie with some leaf blowers.
It's kind of a.
He's gonna start making them.
It's an inside leaf blower with kind of a mild muffler. Instead of running on gas, it runs on electricity. But
It's a tanning booth with leaf blowers.
Isn't it like a blow up thing at a kid's birthday party?
It's just like a bouncy house, but I'm throwing cash in there, and I'm not asking you to bounce. But we got to think of, I think maybe our first ratings report card might come in April, maybe May, and if we were to pop on that, maybe we have a kind of a big ratings party somewhere, and we bring the cash cube, and Don Miller, of course, your group, my group.
Is that what it's called, the cash cube?
Well, it's the $10,000 Diaco Law Mark from Tarpon Mark cash cube. Yes,
that's a bit lengthy for a title, but I get it.
Yeah, but hey, in order to get that 10, I had to get some sponsors for that 10K. I don't got 10K laying around.
I know. I wrote down my notes here for this morning. I just put cash tornado deal. What is it?
Yeah. Well, there's 10 100s, there's 20 50s, there's 50 20s, there's 100 10s, there's 200 5s, and 5,000 1s that are all circling around like a Cat 5 tornado in there. And you cannot, you have to stay in the middle. You can't grab anything off the floor, and you got 30 seconds to grab as much as you possibly can.
Wow. Has anyone tested it yet to see what the possibilities are?
The two Jews have. We like it.
The two Jews, it comes Jew approved.
But have you done it with 7,000 pieces of paper in
No,
it?
Brian, you know what? The fake money comes today or tomorrow.
Okay.
So we'll have a couple dry runs with it, with the full amount, the full $10,000 amount.
In fake money.
In fake money, yes. Because did you hear my concern about what could happen to it?
Worst case scenario, Jones over here.
Let's say you and I are over there in a Popka with this thing or something like that, and got $10,000. Two dudes come up three dudes come up with the pickup truck and they shoot a couple warning shots off of the and we all scatter, and then they just grab the thing, rip it right off the blower, and drive along. Yeah, $10K right there.
$650 cash cube.
Yeah.
$10,650 loss.
They would put a couple of rounds through that thing to deflate it. It's easier to carry that way.
First round's through it. That 4 or 5 are through it, not hitting anybody. Then they grab the machine. They just get the hell out of there.
They disconnect the leaf blowers and off they go.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? They wouldn't even disconnect. They would just through pulling away, the leaf blowers would unplug themselves, and then they're not carrying to mess anything up. So I'm putting fake money in there. And I just bought a bunch of fake movie money is pretty expensive. Actually.
You're kidding me?
No, it is.
Well, I just get like Monopoly money.
Well, because Monopoly money doesn't float and have the same consistency as a dollar bill.
This weighs as much as like a normal bill.
Like this is like counterfeiting at its finest. This is legal counterfeiting. So, but the money, the $10,000 in there is not real. It's fake. You go in there, you grab as much fake money as you can. We count it. Then you come to me, and I got my 45 on me. I'm strapped.
Yeah.
And I give you the equivalency in real cash of what you did.
He keeps the wad in his girlfriend's bosom.
No, I keep I keep the $3,000 or $4,000 wad right there in my front pocket, and I got my gun with me, and I'll
off-duty officer.
Are you that concerned about the cash cube getting robbed?
Shannon,
that's all he's got left.
Shannon, let me just tell you this: $10,000. That starts to make people start thinking about doing bad things.
Because that makes you start thinking about doing bad things.
No, but I'm just saying.
It's not like you've ever seen anyone on The Price is Right run up and steal the jet ski off the stage.
Hold on. The Price is Right isn't in a Popka either.
Yeah. Bubba said also Venezuelan Haitians might be coming there.
Venezuelan
Haitians. We got illegal immigrants, and they say, $10,000. You don't think they'll come and slice my throat? But I'll say fake money.
Right.
Better learn that in Spanish.
Yes, you better learn fake money in Spanish.
Imitation dinero.
We actually need to get a big sign that we put on it that says fake money. Do not, please do not, try to hijack.
Dinero falso.
Dinero falso.
So Shannon, I feel better with me having a 45 and strapped and, peeling off a couple hundred to somebody rather than having all of that just laying out there for somebody to grab. I mean, think about it. People rob convenience stores for $300. Right?
Yeah, but the whole thing about the cube is that you see the money and you think, wow, that's the money. I see it's cash. It's real.
It is real.
It looks real.
It's movie money.
It is real. What you do is after you've completed it, you come around the corner and I shadily give you your real money.
They're Bubba bucks. You take your Bubba bucks and I turn it into real bucks.
I can't, Shannon, just for security purposes, I can't have $10,000 laying right there in the ground.
You got your 45 on you. What are you worried about?
You can't shoot a guy, I don't know if I just.
Because, Shannon, in Bubba's fantasy, 5 guys are getting together to split up this money. $2,000 a copy.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
If we were at, Joe's Quickie Mart with a remote, me and you, Shannon, and a Popka, and, 3 dudes pulled up in a pickup truck, and they fired these warning shots off, and we wouldn't know what to do, and they would just grab the cube and leave. It literally would take, 10 seconds to do.
Man, that's some serious paranoia.
Take some time for it to deflate.
It's the greatest radio promotion ever when you're worried about getting robbed.
But getting robbed would be the greatest radio promotion ever. That's what you're missing. You want that to happen.
And then you have a clean shoe.
Yeah. Bubba the Love Sponge wings a couple of dudes to try to steal his money from his cash.
Or how about a couple of dudes wing Bubba? He's dead. $10,000.
Great story though. Good for the show.
Yeah. Well, who's going to do the show?
Bad for the franchise, but.
So anyway,
I think it's a great deal. I like it. I would never think of it. And I thought I haven't seen one in I don't know how long.
And I haven't seen one. And I've never seen a radio station have one. And here's the deal: in order for you to be able to spin the wheel, you have to follow me on one of my digital platforms. So it's going to make those even stronger. And we all know the kind of power and currency that 200, 300, 400,000 subscribers on YouTube, what that does for a guy.
Right, that's true. And let's think of the flexibility here. Not necessarily need to put money in there. You could put little bitty baggies of meth in there. Let us fly around and see if people could grab those out of the air.
The meth cube.
Right,
or the weed cube, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, or the, I don't know.
You put a bunch of pre-rolls in there and let them blast around.
Shannon doesn't know that there's going to be a coupon for a free boob job.
We're gonna put,
I heard that.
Yeah, so just think some lucky chick, if she grabbed the golden ticket boob job. I mean, think about it. Oh, my God.
Right.
Listen, I'm already planning one of my very first appearances in Orlando to be Toys for Tatas at Rachel's. Can you imagine if I had? Then we could do topless.
I got a great pork chop there at Rachel's.
I heard Rachel's, man. Don't even think about. No, I've heard.
They have great steak.
I've heard from a lot of great people, man. Not only is there some unbelievable looking women there, but their restaurant is unbelievable.
I believe they buy from the same people that Charlie's.
Yes,
Steakhouse.
And during the holidays, they give the elderly free vaccinations and Thanksgiving dinner.
Really? And a lap dance. So Grandpa can go home with a boner and fully vaxxed. Send Grandpa home with a full belly, a boner, and fully vaxxed, right?
Full of steak and baked potato.
Now, didn't there used to be two Rachels? The one over there was one over there by, I think 434 or something like that.
436 near 1792 is where it is right now. Right next to a big RV dealer.
Right. Now, wasn't there another one back in the day by the airport?
There was one further south, South OBT, but it's just now one.
Which one did I go to? Which one did
436? I bet because in Castleberry, that's the main. It looks like a palace outside with columns and a couple of cement lions out front.
When I used to work at XL and we were in Altamont Springs, you know where Fuddruckers used to be, right there.
Yep.
Well, you know where the Hilton is there, and I'm sure the Bow Ties nightclub is not a thing.
No, it's something else now, but.
But did you know that? Did you know XL used to be located right there?
Yeah. I never worked in that building when I worked for Clear Channel, but I knew they were there at some point.
Right.
Yeah.
So we used to go from there. We'd go out there to that main road, make a right on 436, and that would take you right to Rachel's, I think.
Yep. And you make a right in the parking lot, valet, and you're off to the races.
And then you could go upstairs, and that's where they showed the vagina.
I'm sorry.
You could go up.
They had a vagina upstairs.
Come again?
You had a green Rachel's card, and it would get you upstairs. And the upstairs, the girls were not only topless, but they had their vaginas hanging out too. That was back in the day. I don't know if that's happening anymore.
Yeah, I'm not sure they have a vagina card any longer. But.
Yeah, maybe since they went to the bone-in ribeye, they had to go with the we can.
Yeah, I don't think you can allow vaginas and ribeyes to be exposed together.
I think they probably weighed the business opportunity and said we might sell more bone-in ribeye than memberships to see vagina. So, it was nice back in the day. But I mean,
it's about the only game going in town here. There's a couple of little stragglers down further closer to the airport, like Diamonds or something like that.
But the real, the upper crust, real hot chicks, the place to go, it's Rachel's.
What about Cleo's? You ever checked into Cleo's?
No, I don't know the owner.
OBT?
Here's the thing, Shannon. See,
you want to talk about that's where you get robbed in the cash cube is Cleo's.
Anywhere at OBT.
You know what? I know the owners of Rachel's. You know what I need to do? I need to put the owners in touch with Shane to start buying some advertising on Florida Man Radio.
Yes.
Look at that.
Look, we got medical cannabis dispensaries on our station. We got why not have strip club?
I mean, it's amazing when people can actually hear your signal, the kind of advertising you can get.
Yeah, isn't it? It's like almost some people didn't know that, but now they understand it.
So my first topic for Blue Pill Brian versus Red Pill Shannon is world on the brink as Taiwan admits that U.S. troops are now stationed on the Chinese border. We'll go to Shannon Burke first, and then Brian, you for the rebuttal.
I've learned that as well. Late last night, I'm reading and I learned it. I do think that Joe Biden needs something to propel him a little bit here in the run-up. I don't know that this is the October surprise. It very well could be, but a wartime president is just instantly more popular, especially if he's an incumbent, than a president who's unencumbered by military conflict.
And I think statistics show that, too, that wartime presidents, incumbents, do better than a non-wartime, I think.
I mean, I don't blame China for wanting to make their move now. We look weak as hell. We have a weak leadership. Our adversaries globally laugh at us when they see this old dude stumble across the stage and mumble words. It's a perfect time. We're stretched thin with the cash in Ukraine. You've got Macron calling for Western boots on the ground in Ukraine, and Taiwan is a big deal for us, and it would bode well for this incumbent running up to 2024.
I mean, is there going to be some lead thrown? You think there's going to be some lead thrown around here soon? Securing the Taiwanese border from China.
I think we're the closest to it that we have been in my lifetime.
Brian, over to you.
Yeah, I mean, I think Biden needs something, and if this is there and presenting itself, you never waste an opportunity to wag the dog a little bit.
But what's the outcome?
I don't think we're going to. I don't think there will be lead shed on this. I think it will be a buildup with no payoff ultimately, that like Taiwan has been for a while now. But we'll see. I mean, I'm with Shannon. Biden needs something in order to win. I mean, the numbers, his approval rating suggests that he's unelectable.
Are they going to pull like what Roger Stone said, and are they going to pull like the great convention switcheroo like they did?
They got till August for that to happen.
like is that a thing? Brian, you first, then Shannon. Do you think that we're going to have a big convention whodunit with this guy, or is this the guy that is this the horse we're taking to the race?
I mean, it's a long time between now and August. A lot can happen.
In the overall scheme of things, it's really not.
But
I guess
is in politics.
In Joe's lifetime, it is. I mean,
it's all he has left.
150 days is forever for Joe.
I think the Dems have that kind of ace in the hole that they can watch the polls, see what's happening, and then
what if the polls don't get any better? What if they stay where they are?
I think you have to bring in that sort of reluctant hero, and I think it ends up being Gavin Newsom, but because he's say I don't want to run, 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 and he's played the part, and he's been a good surrogate and spokesperson for the Democrats. He's definitely the best speaker they have. I think he's probably ultimately the most presidential person that they have that they could put up in this instance. And, that would be, to me, the replacement. I don't think it's going to be Michelle Obama. I don't think the Obamas have a stomach for it. They're enjoying hobnobbing and living the life that they're living. So I don't think that they're going to step into the fray on this, but I could easily see Gavin being put into the role.
Shannon, your interpretation of
I think that they have married themselves to Joe Biden. Why fight so hard in this impeachment inquiry hearing and hearing all this dirt again? It's stirring it up just at the right time to keep it fresh in everyone's mind. We all know that a lot of Democrats said that they might have changed their vote. 35% said they might have changed their vote had they known about the laptop, had it not been censored so much in 2020. All of this stuff coming up fresh right now. I think it's a good chance, Brian, that the convention could lead to a new candidate. But why invest so much now? And then come August, you've got only a few months for a brand new Democratic presidential candidate to get his word out there and his name out there. I think they're sticking with Biden. I don't think they care.
Don't you think they're using Biden as like a sacrificial lamb?
Yes.
That's what I mean. So you push it, you make it seem like he's actually going to run. All this dirt comes out, and then in August, a few months before the election, boom, he's out. He takes all that dirt with him, and you got the new guy coming in.
But I think that they need more than a couple months of traction for the new dude. So, I think why wait till August if you're going to do that?
Because less dirt on the new dude.
Less time to bury the new dude.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, the Democrats...
Less time to bury the new dude.
Correct.
Because the Democrats are not going to run.
I would actually respect the Democrats. If you know how they always have fancy slogans, change. I would change, and
so fancy,
hope, and all this kind of stuff that Obama was spewing back in the day.
Hope.
Even Donald says, MAGA, make America great again.
Build back better.
Build back better. I'd love if the Democrats say, hey man, not enough time to bury the guy. You know, that's why Gavin Newsom not enough time to bury the guy.
Well, he's got enough. He's got enough on his record hanging on him now. You know, that title. What is it? 47 over there. That legalized shoplifting up to $900. That idiotic stuff. There's plenty of that stuff to roll around. But you're right. We only have GOP only has a few months in order to bury this guy. I do agree with Anna that I think it's a perfect opportunity to launch Joe amidst all of this stuff, all of this China money and all these things with his son. It is a perfect time to launch him. They won't do it under those auspices. They will do it because, he's old and feels tired and wants a younger generation of Americans, blah, 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 blah. But in reality, yes, it'll be because of all the nastiness that's floating around his.
But I think the nastiness is already kind of baked into the cake for him. None of this is really new news, right? It's confirmation in a lot of ways of old news. So I don't know that his approval ratings where Joe is at now is bottom for him.
Right? Do you think he has taken money from our adversaries along with his son and brother, or do you think it's all a bunch of lies?
I think it's possible that he took money. I don't think it's been proven that he's taken money.
I mean, didn't Hunter come out and say that when I was talking about the big guy, indeed I was talking about my dad?
Yeah, Bob Alinsky said that as well.
Yeah, what about the witness? The witness says that
I'm just asking for a friend.
Literally saw Biden take it.
Right. I mean, we know that he got a $3.5 million or whatever from
Burisma Holdings,
Bacharina, from the former mayor's wife of Moscow. Yeah. We know he took that money. What boggles my mind is that it's all out there. All you have to do is just put the shoe on the other foot. Imagine this story. Take everything we know about the Hunter Biden and his father story and flip it to Trump. That's Donald Trump Jr.'s laptop. Donald Trump Jr.'s doing crack. Donald Trump Jr. has got a bunch of whores and hookers in there.
Is generally on some sort of narcotic.
You know what, Brian? I know a lot of people like to think that. We have absolute 100% visual proof of him smoking crack. All you have of Donald Trump Jr. is he talks fast sometimes, and then instantly you think, he's on coke, he's coked up.
And I'm not going to vote. And I'm not going to vote for Hunter Biden for office. I'll tell you that right now. So that's good.
Yes, but what about Biden getting money? That their witness is saying that they witnessed Biden getting money.
Prove up the paper trail, and then you've got him dead to rights.
Would you have a problem with it?
Criminal case.
Would you have a problem?
I have a problem with it. I have a problem with Kushner taking $2 billion from the Saudis the second that they get
it. Wait. Hold on. Why? Why would you have a problem with Kushner taking $2 billion? Kushner has a business. He has a hedge fund, and he's managing that money along with another $15 billion from other people.
Because it's politics. It's the second they get out of office, they get these sweetheart deals.
But you're still going. I said about Biden getting money.
I said if they can prove it, then he's.
Hold on. What about the accountant with the loan checks? And the accountant goes, I had no idea about any of these loans that were ever given to his brother.
Yeah, to his brother. But how is that Biden?
The
Joe Biden, his brother paid back. He gave a check to Joe Biden and said repayment of loan. And the accountant was like, "We have no clue what this is for."
Right. Well, then get him on it. Look at his taxes and see if he's ever loaned him money.
Moving right along, what happens if Donald Trump can't come up with the 546 or whatever the bond deal in New York City? What happens then, Brian? As a lawyer, what's the protocol on that? And Shan will have obviously your opinion as well.
So they legally can start seizing his assets, move the court to start seizing assets, whether it be real estate.
Now, is this that?
Letitia James.
This is the girl that he supposedly grabbed her at the
No.
convenience store.
He posted the bond for that one.
Okay.
He posted,
which I think that is absolutely.
He was able to get
every girl that I've grabbed vagina at various music festivals, I would be. Please, I'd be in prison by now. I mean, you can't come back on a guy 22 years later and say I saw him in the hat department of a major place in New York and he took me around the corner and grabbed my vagina. But come on.
I think that he ought to. I've read that he may allow her to seize Trump Tower, for example, which is old. He might just allow her to take it. Trump Tower's old, But here's what I don't think a lot of Democrats on this crusade to get Trump. We're going to get him. Letitia campaigned on it, on this no victim crime, one of the biggest civil fines ever for something so stupid, and every single move they make towards him makes him stronger. Can you imagine what MAGA would do if they took Trump Tower? And imagine this on the news. Letitia James giving a press conference and a giant crane pulling the name Trump off Trump Tower. What will that do to MAGA, Brian?
The Trump Tower thing's a licensing agreement at this point. I think he only owns a penthouse and very small portions that maybe the commercial buildings,
the retail portion.
But he
of
doesn't
it.
own Trump Tower. Now that's part of his issue here in terms of getting the financing for everything.
Is that he can't use the entire value of Trump Towers? He can only use the portions of Trump Towers.
But he's got other Park Avenue.
No, he's not broke. He is leveraged, and nobody wants to lend him the money for commercial real estate in this environment.
Now, where does this lawsuit, this 546 bond, Willie, if it's on appeal, when he appeals it, like I think he's trying to now, which means he has to come up with a bond, will he win on appeal? Are they pretty
Brian,
sure?
do you think that case has merit?
I think it does have. Well, listen, you say victimless crime? It.
Have you ever alleged that your property is valued a little higher than what the market might call it?
My whole show's built on that, buddy.
No, I haven't.
My whole show's built on my whole show's built on telling you that we're way more important than we really are. Please.
I haven't personally done that. No, but every time I've tried to get loans and do things like that, I have to rely on appraisals and the bank's approval.
Yeah, but let me ask you this, Brian. We hear a lot of major investors deciding to either pull out of New York City or not do business in New York City. That, along with the mass exodus that they expect, maybe 50% of the New York City dwellers will leave in the next 5 years. What happens to New York City? I mean, this has long-lasting implications for the city itself.
We've turned the Roosevelt we've turned a high-end 5-star hotel.
To a tortilla factory.
Into an immigration, safe haven deal, and it's no longer open to the public. Alex Stein did a video that we watched from there. But you can't even go to the Roosevelt.
Listen,
this
cities
is
are going to make their own decisions. San Francisco's run itself into the ground with some ridiculous policies. If New York's going to do the same thing, that's their choice. I mean, who are we to sit here and
we need
lament
to send Grady
what
Judd
idiots
to
in New York City are doing?
Grady Judd.
I'm not saying they don't have a choice. I'm saying where is the wisdom in destroying the reputation of that city as a headquarters of investment and
arguably the financial.
I disagree that this decision will have that type of lasting ramification. But that's just me.
New York
I disagree
is
that it will.
arguably the financial capital of the world. Do they not call it? Isn't it?
And it will continue to be. This Donald Trump judgment is going to have nothing to do with
I'm talking about the migrants and the immigrants that they're letting in at hundreds of thousands, and then giving them free hotel rooms and free money and free cell phones and free this and free that. I think that's going to be the demise of the city before whatever Donald Trump stupid stuff is.
It very well could be, and that's when you got to get if you disagree with those policies and you live there, you elect
officials.
officials.
The mayor? Didn't the mayor of New York change his tune?
Eric Adams, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I think we're full.
We need help. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got Grant Cardone, real estate billionaire mogul Grant Cardone has already announced that his firm, Cardone Capital, is no longer going to underwrite anything in New York City. They quit it. Kevin O'Leary will no longer invest in that state. He's a major investor. There's a lot of people that are pulling out there. I think it's short-sighted to think that you don't have to account on it.
Trump's friends may not, but here's the thing. If there's money to be made, guess what, Shannon? Money trumps everything.
I know that, Brian, but you think there's money to be made now? What's happening in New York City with a mass exodus? They're going to have a property tax nightmare.
Do you think that there was? Hold on, real
years.
quick. Was there money to be made in New Orleans after Katrina? Absolutely. When that's the time to strike it rich.
The money to be made in New Orleans during Katrina was
what's happening in New York City is not a natural disaster. It's man-made.
Right.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter though. It's a disaster, and that's the time when you can actually make money.
Are you kidding me, Brian? Are you telling me you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel? This is a good thing for New York because once it's destroyed, there'll be a lot of money to be made there.
It's good things for investors.
Yeah,
looking for opportunity.
Detroit's a good place to invest.
Building a new levee in New York and New Orleans is far different than having 300,000 really, really bad people in your town that you're paying hotel rooms for.
My point is this, though. This was to counter Shannon's point that everybody's pulling out of New York. If there's money to be made, if there's opportunity there, the people who like money and make money will go to there to make their money.
So how can you make money when it's this mass hysteria, mass exodus?
Because if property prices drop, if the richest real estate in the world, and there's now opportunities for you to start a new underwriting business.
You got to kick the migrants out before you can start making that money.
Listen, that's a problem.
Where are they going to go? They're already here.
Brian, you're totally missing the fact that this migrant influx right now now ain't stopping, brother. It's keeping, by the time 2024 rolls around, we're 10 million deep in illegals. And if he wins, we're 4 more years. And think 20 million illegals into this country flowing in over 8 years. It will destroy major cities.
Hold on, that a judge in Chicago said that the illegals can have guns, too. Did you see that?
And become law enforcement.
And they can become cops. Pedro, who can't speak a lick of English, is pulling me over on I-4, bitch. What the hell is going on?
Taking your ass to prison.
Taking me right to prison because I'm a gringo, fat gringo.
Brian, what do you think the reason is for this influx of why are we allowing so many minors in? What's the real good Democrat-loving reason that we're flooding our nation with illegals?
Yeah,
where's the good part?
By the way, that's the last question. That's our last question, and it's a good one. Brian, answer the question. If you
So the laws currently allow for them to come and seek asylum. The problem that we have is that we don't have the infrastructure to deal with this problem. We don't really look for real meaningful solutions to our immigration issue.
We had one. We had Remain in Mexico. And it Remain in Mexico means you wait until your asylum is approved or until you have a court date. You don't come in here and hang out and loiter at the 7-Eleven until 4 years down the line you have a court date.
And part of that is we have to work with Mexico on that solution. That's not just something that we do on our own in a vacuum. I mean, you got neighbors. You got to work with your neighbors at some point.
Mexico ain't going to work with us. We're saying, hey, we need you to stop sending bad people. They're like, no, we want these people. We want these people to get into your country because they're disruptive and ours.
We want to open up another prison and send some of these bad people up there.
Yeah, but you could also stop. Mexico could have stopped the southern border on their part.
That's part of the issue. Is you put pressure on Mexico to stop the influx from Central America,
or you just don't allow them to walk over our border.
Shoot him in the face.
Yeah, shoot him.
I mean, that's an approach you can take, I guess. You could shoot him in the face.
Now, if Donald Trump, Brian, if Donald Trump would win, does the porous border immediately stop?
I don't know that it immediately stops. It's never stopped except when there was no opportunity and for them to come over.
Does the president have the ability to say, no, I'm not letting any of them in for a fiscal year so that we can sort out this mess? Does he have that does the president have that power?
He potentially could work with the states to try their best to keep people from coming in. Yes.
Well, you know Texas is going to dance with you. You know that.
Yeah, you're going to have Texas and you'll likely have Arizona.
Let me 250 from. Nice. Let me write this down. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. It's a constant telethon, ladies and gentlemen. At the Bubba Army.
Hey, Brian, what do you make of the SCOTUS saying that Texas can move ahead with its state bill to, I think it's 7, in order to arrest and deport illegals, and then they say it's okay, and then it goes back down to the federal judge in the state who says no, it's not okay. Why does the federal judge outweigh the Supreme Court in this case?
I don't know if they remanded it for clarification. I'm not familiar. I did not read the ruling, so I would have to read what the original ruling was and see on what basis it would have gone back down to the lower court. They may have been looking for clarification on something, and now that they have that, then it could be finally appealed. I don't know. But I don't. The truth is, I have not read it, so I don't know.
The Shannon Burke. We're going to have him on every Thursday. Hopefully, in a very spirited exchange like we just had with Brian Bluefield.
Can we cut a deal right now, Bubba, with Shannon?
What's that?
Can we get a Shannon Babyface podcast?
Oh, that would be great. Yeah, we could just come.
It's an unenviable position to be in, though, to say, well, how are you going to solve the problem at the southern border? Because I mean, like, it's been going on for 40 years.
Speak up, Blue Boy.
I know.
Blue Boy.
What did he say?
Blue. We call Brian Blue Boy. Hey, man, Shannon, we'll see you next Thursday, and I'll be talking to you soon here, probably this weekend. Okay,
all right, brother. See you guys.
Appreciate
Anna, love me.
Bye, Shannon.
Bye, Shannon.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Shannon's got
Babyface going at it once a week.
Shannon's got.
It just wasn't enough, Bubba. Like on the air. I don't know how long it was, but I could listen.
We need a long form Willie. Say it.
I could have listened to them for an hour.
Right, long form Willie. Say it.
Long form Willie. I mean, the Shannon was fucking like that. Was like got his dick hard.
I know Shannon's gonna go fuck Kim right
I've never heard Shannon so excited in my life. He's like, Brian.
He's literally.
He's blasting his hot wife right now.
Kim's taking it hard.
Kim's relaxing that boner right now because he's full hard.
Meanwhile, Brian's like, I don't give a fuck what happens in New York. That's of no concern to me. Just don't fucking come here.
Yeah, just stay out of my backyard and you're okay. I just,
Problem is, we're getting a lot of fucking New Yorkers.
We've been getting fucking New Yorkers since before Biden came into office.
Who put up a better debate, Shannon or Alex Stein?
What's that?
Shannon.
Who put up a better debate, Shannon?
Shannon's way.
Shannon's far better read than Stein.
Yeah.
I think, in my opinion.
We got to get Shannon on Blaze then.
Alex is a bit of a wild child. He runs a little bit loose.
Oh, he was yelling about the little button that was in the Capitol that nobody touched. It was unlocked.
Yeah.
Google it.
No, yeah. It's true. Oh, use your common sense. If all these stories are out there, it's one of those things.
Shannon has his. He knows his shit.
No, Shannon's very. I respect Shannon, and he makes a lot of good points. And look, the border crisis is not something I can completely defend. I can't solve it.
Why do you feel like you have to?
Because he said, well, what are you going to do down there? What's your solution? What's 4 more years of Biden look like? And from that standpoint,
No, I know, but I mean, like, you can agree and be like, yeah, this is a fucking problem.
No, I said it's an issue. I said it's been an ongoing issue for a long time that we have not addressed.
It's way worse now.
Yeah, it's gotten
Shannon
worse.
was wondering if Brian's
any
votes for
problem
Biden,
gets
that's-
worse when you don't address it and fix it. The problem is not having a physical barrier. The problem is not having infrastructure and laws in place to actually be able to enforce this stuff to prevent
Well, the laws
it
are
from
in place,
happening
it's just
again.
people aren't enforcing
Well,
them.
no, we could put asylum caps, annual asylum caps, easily.
I thought
Easily.
we do have those.
No.
There's no asylum caps?
No, not for seeking asylum. There's immigration caps,
I understand that.
not asylum caps.
The asylum cap, the immigration cap works, especially when you don't know they're in here.
Well,
That's what I'm saying. If they're
they just
sneaking
walk
in,
across
like,
the
you don't
border.
really know.
That's the issue. Is we just have it's a multifaceted, multi-generational problem that we're now dealing with the fallout from.
It's okay. Mexico's in bed with China. So it doesn't
I don't know. I don't want to say that.
Mexico is in bed with China now, which is the problem.
They just said.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a problem for us.
China built ports in Mexico.
They-
building plants, and soon they'll have a military base in Mexico.
China and Russia are destroying us from within. I mean,
What about India?
India?
Let's not let them off the hook.
Yeah, fuck them too.
They got stuff going on.
They're destroying me from within with their curry.
We'll talk about that.
That's their plan.
Curry leaves in a couple weeks.
Is that what you ate? Is that what that smell was? Brian?
I gotta get Shannon on the podcast.
He'll do it. Glad
No, I didn't have curry.
See, this is the kind of shit
That
we
was
gotta do.
broccoli.
Just call in these fucking
Was it
favors.
Yeah,
for
broccoli
words
and cheese.
We know would want to do.
Well,
it.
how can you do it from home? Like it's like
That's what I'm saying.
But he's fucking money, man. We got to get him on the network. Like he would give it a good spike.
The Shannon. I gotta work on my Shannon.
Because he doesn't do it on any uncensored shit,
You
right?
can work on it. I don't think you can really. You mean your impression of it?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll hit him up.
I gotta work on getting deeper. Maybe smoke.
You want me to talk to him?
Cigarettes.
I'll get him.
Burn
Okay.
some cigarettes for a while. And
Heaters.
some heaters. Yeah. Need some Shannon Burke heaters.
Shannon would be great on pigmentation. I would give him the show at that point. I would just make myself the 5th guy.
Those guys would be like, man, we're too high for this shit.
They like Donald Trump. I mean, you know. They said politics don't affect them in the hood.
Oh, the bloodbath thing was a joke, man. I can't even begin to understand how that was taken out of context and spun so poorly.
We're going live on YouTube after the show, guys.
Woo! Tops, giant box, 16 packs of awesomeness.
Seriously, Topps has the most. I don't know what blaster, fat pack,
super box,
giant box,
retail pack.
Have you seen the one that's like in the big plastic thing, and you get like packs? You get like packs,
And that's the super box with
Is
the
that the
giant
super box?
card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those aren't bad.
Yeah, they're. You know what? I'm interested to see what we get out of this. 'Cause I think in that one you get 10 packs, and you get the bullshit silver cards and whatever.
Silver cards are good.
They're kind of cool.
Yeah.
But that's $30. What I bought was $50.
Oh, that was $50.
Yeah, it's $50 because it's 16 packs. So it's right at $3 a pack.
I've seen a couple of those open, and like I said, I saw some pretty decent hits. Like there should be a couple numbered cards, a couple good parallels.
Yeah,
Topps is hard, man.
We'll see. Yeah, because they have so many cards.
I know.
There's so many fucking players.
I know. Well, and they have probably, more parallels than anybody.
Do they do a Topps line that's all stars and rookies?
Do they do one?
Yeah.
No, they make more. Like they're going to do a Top Series 2, where they do
and then the update.
Update, which is the guys that they call up during the year, which is really
fucking crazy.
And then they do Topps Chrome, and they do Topps Chrome
They do
update.
Power Pick. Stadium Club.
Yeah, I mean it's
Here it is.
You're listening to the man that is best friends with Deion Sanders, Tony Stewart, and not Hulk Hogan anymore. Now, back to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
It's going to be a quick goodbye. Go to our YouTube channel, I'd say by 5 or 10 after, and we're going to do me, Seth, and Brian. We're going to do a quick, this is just an opening, right?
Just an opening, not a break.
Not a break, not a beat down, not a buster or a blaster. This is just an opening, ladies and gentlemen.
You can pick those big, meaty paws all over these cards. No one's bought them yet.
Fantastic. I still want to be, there's a potential we could get a good card, right?
For sure.
Okay.
High potential. We got 16 packs to open. That's 16 scratch-off tickets.
That's at The Bubba Army on YouTube. Go see us. Then later today, go download from your various places that you get podcasting, iTunes, Apple, Spotify, iHeart, Bubba Army HQ, the Two Live Jew podcast. Not to be confused with the debut of yesterday's podcast, which is Operation Pigmentation.
Not to be confused with the podcast we did the day before that with Clement Kush, where we talked to all the guys that I had on Operation Pigmentation yesterday.
Vegas Bubba Army 25 on the cash app.
I think we're out of here. Lummy, any last minute stuff for you, my friend?
No, that's it. Thank you, Vegas Bubba Army.
We'll be back, let's say 10 after on YouTube, then 2 Live Jew, and then tomorrow's Friday.
It keeps surprising you.
Yeah.
I love it.
Bubba 199, Lummy. Will you have the official lineup for tomorrow?
Yes, I will.
Okay, everybody.
Yes.
Maria Guatemala did text the merch crick yesterday, says she's working on a macho-themed cake, so nobody bring anything in. We got Macho's birthday taken care of. He'll be on the Wheels of Steel because he's way better than Anna.
DJ Flat Belts.
Thanks for letting me finish.
You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
me, Bubba the Love Sponge,
co-host and show historian Lumix,
co-host Anna Hummel,
co-host Dr. Dan Diaco Esquire of Council, co-host J. Diaco Esquire, the Spitting Cobra of Council,
Brett, the Filthy Ginger video editor.
Yeah, back here wiring up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
And for everything else, go to thebubbaarmy.com.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
I repeat hello.